What's going on, everybody? Mater here. I give a few people a chance to get in here. And of course, the main person I'm waiting on, Tejon. I can't hear you unless you got your mic. There you go.
Yeah, I unplugged my earphones, and plug my external speakers in.
Ah,
Let me know if you hear it. Let me know if you hear echo or something,
all right. I'll definitely let you know.
and I'll transfer back over.
Okay. All right. I'll definitely let you know. I hear that echo.
Back over. I have my YouTube side on. I had to kill it. Well, you live?
Yep. Yeah, we just got back a few minutes ago. It was like I got off work and it's like I'm hungry. And she says, "What do you want for dinner?" And I kind of looked at her and said, "Chicken Express." She goes, "Okay."
Chicken Express?
Yep.
Not familiar with that.
It's little fast food restaurant that they serve chicken tenders.
Fried
They're good.
chicken.
Yep. Fried. They'll have regular fried chicken and chicken tenders. They have catfish. All that kind of stuff. It's kind of like a to me, it's better than KFC.
Oh, heck yeah. We got a place like that. We call it. The name of it here is some Asians owned it, and it's the name of it is Crispy Cajun.
Okay.
A friend of me and Johnny's goes there about 3 or 4 times a week. He'll eat chicken. He'll eat like a 4 piece or a 5 piece chicken, and
Uh
then he'll call Johnny, bring me the pecan buffet, and he'll go over there and eat for the next 3 hours.
That's life. Stuff on.
I know, and he's a big old boy, and
Yep.
man can eat. He just takes his time eating.
Oh, you're talking about bird.
Big
Right.
bird. Johnny's here. He's next to me.
Hey, mate,
All right. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing fine.
I'm trying
How
to
you
find
doing, man?
YouTube's. I'm looking, trying to find me on YouTube. That way I can be able to pull the
Get the
screen
chat
and
popped up.
everything for chat.
That's why I
That way
leave
I
a
can be
couple of
able.
YouTube tabs open.
Hey, Crystalline, how you doing?
Well, I don't know, right now for some reason it's not showing it. All right. I'll find it here in a little bit.
You want me to send you the link to it?
Nah,
Yeah, I got it
I'll
right here.
find it. I was just gonna get it that way I can put it off to the side and everything for
Oh, I
uh,
know.
chat and stuff like that, but that's okay.
I got it. There it is. Just click on that and it'll bring it right up.
You know what? I really don't need that since
We doing fine.
I'm doing it myself. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that because no, that's right. Because normally when uh, I'm on panel for another live stream and everything, I don't have a
Yeah,
way of
yeah.
typing in. But with me doing my own live stream, yeah, that's right. I do have a way of typing in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then you got moderators to take care of the trolls for you.
Right. Oh, did you get any rain today?
Oh man, we're supposed to go somewhere this morning and we couldn't even go because of all the rain. I don't even know if they had that event or not.
We flooded down raining all morning this morning.
And it's rain, thundering, the wind's blowing. I mean, the lights went out, but not because of the weather. the cops and the fire trucks were passing in front of my house over here on the side road off of the. I'm almost on the corner of the highway and Bakioki. There's a house on the corner, so I'm the second house. But anyway, that road that passes in front of my house, it turns into gravel. Ishmandi Grava and Son. And then it hits Fort Street, which is blacktop. Well, it turns to gravel only for one block after past me. They got 2nd Street, and then at 3rd Street, Bakioki Street turns into gravel. That's the only gravel road in town. I think they're leaving it there for historical landmark or something. And you hit 4th Street, dog leg back on Bakioki. About 2 blocks down, I guess they had a wreck there or something, or a transformer blew up, but it knocked the whole north quarter town out of a light. Missy was at Super One at the supermarket. Super One, biggest grocery store in town. And it takes about 45 minutes for all their stuff to come back up after a power outage. Or their computers, registers, and all that. It takes about 45 minutes after a power outage. So she waited a little while, and they told her, look, it's going to be another 30 minutes, you know. We'll put all this stuff up if you want. So she was halfway checking out, you know. So she went to the dollar store. They was up and running after the power outage. Then she went to Tobacco Plus. So she couldn't get no ground meat. But good thing we had ground meat, a pack of it, for the sloppy boudreaux tonight.
Right.
Sloppy boudreaux are, this is made by Cajun Power Garlic Company. Sloppy boudreaux is sloppy joes with a Cajun twist.
Sloppy
All right.
Right there. Sloppy boudreaux. Like, man, don't add onions and nothing in there. Nothing. Don't add nothing. I hope it's not too spicy.
I'm getting some kind of a feedback or something like that. I'm hearing it and everything.
Okay. Let's see. Let's try that.
All right. So you said sloppy boudreaux, huh?
Sloppy boudreaux, yeah.
I wonder where I can find that locally to me.
Well,
They have a seat that's
HEB might carry it. Because I know just about every grocery store chain in North America has Cajun Power garlic sauce.
Right.
Cajun Power garlic sauce. They have that. Now, I don't know if they handle the sloppy boudreaux or not.
Now, Crystal made like a homemade sloppy joe last night.
Yeah.
It was good. Basically, just take some barbecue sauce and add that to some ketchup.
They got some paper towels, you can tear them like that now.
Yeah.
They got some paper towels that perforated, you can tear them like that now.
A little sheet, and then you can tear the half sheet.
And it,
Either in
Yeah,
half or
it's
in 3
strong.
pieces, I don't
and you
remember
keep
which
putting it
one.
Dang.
like that, they don't tear.
Right?
When you spill, you just put it like that and wipes
Oh,
off.
they have the big stand basting sauce in the spray cans
Oh, really?
at Super One and at Walmart.
I don't want it in a spray can. I want it in the quart jar.
Yeah, but the
Well,
spray
the-
can's more convenient.
Yeah, but I can mop it on. Yeah, but the spray can's too much. Probably $3 or $4 for a can, and it's only $2 or $3 for a big quart jar. We have a basin sauce down here that I don't know if you ever heard of Jack Miller's barbecue sauce or
Nope,
Big
never heard
Spring
of that.
barbecue sauce. It's a barbecue sauce that's real oniony.
Okay.
Okay, and some good stuff, man. And it's a sweet barbecue sauce, and it's not at all like a barbecue sauce you've ever seen. It's like
Oh.
now, if you've seen homemade barbecue sauce made with a lot of tomatoes and onions,
Right.
a lot of real minced up onions, then the homemade one like that, then you're familiar with Jack Milk. But they have
Okay.
a basting sauce. Because Mama used to take the Jack Miller and then add water, vinegar, and butter to it for a basting sauce. And now they make the basting sauce. You can buy it in a quart jar.
All
Have to try and find that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, gonna have to see about trying to find some of that stuff. Gotta swap some electrical stuff around. That's a little better. Gotta get my phone on charge.
Your HEBs or whatever over there, I think they might handle Jack Miller barbecue sauce because you're in East Texas.
They might. I mean, I don't see why
Take
not.
sloppy Joe sauce and put it on spaghetti. Now that's good.
On noodles, yeah.
What I like
I think-
doing with spaghetti noodles is taking some chili and putting that on top, and then put some sliced cheese on it.
Yeah.
Salty corn.
What I like with sloppy Joe sauce is sloppy Joes is after I eat my sloppy Joes, my burgers or whatever, sandwiches, I'll the next day I'll take some weenies and ball some, hot dog weenies
Right.
and put them on bread and use that instead of chili, like for chili dogs, but I eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
Instead of having the hot dog bun with the weenie in it and
Right.
chili dog sauce, chilies on top of that, I'll lay out two, 3 flat breads, regular bread, put a couple ball weenies on that, put some sloppy Joe on top of that, and eat it with a fork. Oh, that's good too.
I imagine.
Have to try that sometime.
But it's the first time I tried a sloppy Boudreaux. I know it's gonna be good because all the other stuff's good. Then you get a free pint jar.
So you what? Buy the quart and you get a pint for free?
No, you get a free pint jar. No, you buy it. It's that little jar I showed you is a pint,
Right.
half a quart, and it's in a jar, a mason jar.
Right.
So you get to keep the jar to put pickled egg, like pickled quail eggs, or peppers,
Right.
and vinegar, hot vinegar, because those jars can take the heat because that stuff's hot when it goes in that jar.
Right.
Now, I don't know about pressure cooking with one of those jars. I know you can water bath in those jars.
Right.
Not a pressure cooker type deal like string beans and meat in a jar. But I know you can water bath in those because I use the roux jars for that.
Right.
Also,
Well, that's
because
what they
either
were
I make my
doing.
roux or I
Right.
buy it. And I'd rather buy my roux because I get the jar free.
Okay. Well, I know that my boss, he's got several different rent houses,
Joe, I got it.
and
Oh, me
yeah,
too.
he'll clean them up at the end of the month when the person moves out, and he'll bring everything to work, put it in the dumpster. If he sees anything that's good, and it's like, okay, if anybody wants it, here it is. And hell, he was going to throw out a box, and it had like 10 brand new quart mason jars in it. He was going to throw it out of the trash. I grabbed that. I mean, 10 of them brand new.
Yeah.
So they just taken 2 of them out of the package, and there's 10 more still in it. It's like, I'm grabbing that. Like, nope, they ain't going.
Yeah, because those cannon jars, they cost I think there's 12 in a case.
Yep.
And they're around $9, $8,
Yep.
$9,
And like I said, there was only 2 of them missing out of it, so I brought it home. Got 10 of them.
Yeah. Now, did the jars have the lid and the
Yep.
cap on it? Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's even better.
Yep. It's like,
We bought
okay,
some.
I know for a fact that, you know, I ain't gonna let something like that get thrown away as trash.
No,
No.
I know people that can.
Uh-oh. I know I'm not frozen, but Cajun's frozen. All right, what's going on here? I don't know who's watching. It doesn't show anybody's watching now. Okay. Who's out there in chat? Let me know if everything's going good, because Cajun's froze up. Okay. So I guess Cajun's what froze up, sweetie? All right, well, he dropped out, so I don't know what happened there. So you're the only one watching. I don't know where Cajun's at. He'll probably, unless he had power go back out. Something happened over there. Yeah, I know. He'll be back. He's like one of those wheat pennies. He'll be back. Can't get rid of him. I don't know who else is out there. I don't have anybody else watching. This might be a short live stream tonight. Nobody wants to join in. I don't know what else to talk about because nobody to talk to. Yeah, I know. He's a good penny. So is Blondie in there behaving herself? Hmm. I hope everything's okay out there. I'm surprised old Mike Hodge ain't showed up. Oh, is she? Yeah, Shaggy's not here. No Brandon. Oh, I know what I can do. I know Shaggy liked a photo on Instagram. Okay. Picture of my toolbox. Well, I got someone else watching. I don't know who it is. They ain't putting anything in the chat for me. Hang on, here he comes. What happened to you?
We lost power again.
Ah, that's what I was that's what I was kind of wondering. It's like, I'm wondering if they could have lost power again. That's why all of a sudden he ain't here no more.
They transferring a big transformer or whatever. They got it hit in that car wreck or whatever it was.
Ah,
So, but usually when the lights go out somewhere, they reroute from another circuit.
right.
That's why Clico has some of the best electrical service around because of the fact that they can reroute from another circuit nearby.
Ah,
But this is one of the main transformers, so
yeah, right. Yeah, Mason. It's going pretty good, and I actually rode the Tri-Glide to work today. I've been riding it around for the past few days. I still got to get some work done on my the Y-Glide and get it inspected and everything before I ride it again. But I got Cajun on the phone because he was in panel and they lost power, so he's on the phone with me.
So, but what I'll do as soon as the power gets back on, I'll have to wait for my loading and all that to reboot and everything.
Oh yeah.
So, as soon as it comes on, I'll be back on.
Okay. Well, as soon as it comes back, I'll see you. All right. Bye. So 2012 Tri-Glide. The exhaust is it's not stock. I know I put on some aftermarket mufflers on there. I can't remember the name of them. I picked them up secondhand for like $150. But hey, Brandon. Yeah, I was talking about you a few minutes ago. It's like trying to figure out where everybody's hiding at. It's like, I had Cajun on here. Of course, he just lost power and everything, so he'll be back sometime soon. Oh, let's see. I'm going through my email right now because I was going to see about send an email off to someone to see if they wanted to show up. Yeah, I know. I saw the fact you got that. You got some more mowers. Mason, no, they're not Reinhardt. I think it's CR exhaust, is I think the name of them. I looked up on their website and everything, and the mufflers themselves are like $385 normally. Someone had them. I guess they didn't like them, so they took them into the motorcycle shop I deal with, and he was going to sell them for like $150. It's like, okay, they're going to fit my trike. He goes, yeah, fit yours. Okay, fine. No, Mason, I didn't get a chance to see that. I've been so busy, dealing with work and with everything else. It's hard for me to really get a chance to look on YouTube. Unless I do it right before I go to work or at lunch. Like today I came home, Crystal and I, we went out to eat, and then got back and had about 5 minutes to get everything set up for the live stream. Oh. So right now I'm trying to send out email. I've got a few, but I'm more specific on which ones I'm going to be getting. Now you're talking about the um, uh, like you're talking about like the like 1/25th or one whatever scale is with the ones that are about yay long, probably about 8 to 10 inches. But as far as for me, collect them, it'd be I'm only going to be really collecting the ones that are going to be for Dodge or Plymouth. Um, it's very rare that I'm gonna, yeah, okay, the 1/18th, yeah. Um, but if it's just, a regular, like a die-cast model car, it would depend upon what it is. If it's a, like I said, if it's NASCAR and it's going to go back to being a Dodge or a Plymouth, yeah, I'm going to want to see about getting it. Or if it's just a one of a Dodge or a Plymouth, yeah, I'd see about getting it. But if we're talking like, say 57 Chevy, no, I'm not going to be interested in something like that. What's up, Wayne? But yeah, I said that's what I do. Hey, Breezy, how you doing? Yeah, I understand they are. Those are hard to find. Oh, let's see. Wow, that's a big one, Brandon. So what do you got to do on it? Uh, Not off the top of my head, Mason. I'm not sure where you'd find it. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be secondhand store. Um, I mean, the only other place I'd say is check with a Harley dealership. I mean, they might be able to tell you better than I can. Well, that can't be all that hard, can it, Brandon? I mean, what are you going to replace the intake manifold for? Something wrong with it, or I mean, is it broke, or you gotta, what? I mean, why you gotta replace it? Ooh, nice. I bet that thing sounds sweet and loud. Ah, yeah, that can have an issue for idling and everything else, especially fuel and yeah. So is it a plastic intake on it, or is it the cast aluminum? Oh, rubber. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's no bueno. Yeah, I can understand that. I guess because that way you got the flexibility of, I guess, where the intake is with the uh, where the air filter box and all that kind of stuff being rigidly set and everything. So I guess with the engine gets going to move and everything, yeah, I guess that's why they're going to have that rubber intake. But yeah, I can understand that. I know a lot of there's some motorcycles out there. They do the same thing. They have the intake that's got that rubber boot and everything that goes in between like the throttle body itself or carburetor and hook up to the head. Hopefully, Brandon, it don't take you 2 hours to get it done. So, like I say, I wish you best of luck on that. I know, that's something you like doing, so that's how you make your money. I'm surprised that around here where I'm at, there's nobody that does that. And, I remember one time I actually thought about, doing, small engine repairs, part-time myself. Just doing like riding mowers and push mower, stuff like that. Not really dealing with chainsaws or weed eaters, but it's mainly dealing with, most common problems in the carburetor. Just getting something like that fixed. Hey guys, it's Ed the Old Tech Guy.
What's up? What's up? You text me out of the blue saying, jump in. Man. All right. What's going on, man?
You haven't been on one of my streams in how long now?
I'd say about a month or two.
Yeah. So you're due for another one.
I'm due for another one. Okay. All right. I'm getting my stuff ready for my stream tomorrow, but I'll take a break. I'll take a break and hang out with you.
Hey, I like that new cell phone you got there.
You like my new cell phone? Or you talking about my telephone?
Yeah. That's a nice cell phone.
Hey, it's crystalline sky. What's happening, girl?
Yeah, the one thing I like about with that one is you don't have to worry about making sure you're close to a tower.
No, you know what I like about this one is that when your wife gets mad at you, she hits you over the head with this one. Look, this thing is heavy. You got to be strong to carry this thing. The other thing I like about it is if you're talking on the phone for a while, you don't want to be on the phone for long because this thing is heavy. And the last thing I like about it is when you get mad, they really hear you slam, slam.
Yep.
They really know you
Yeah,
were mad.
Yeah, it's like you're talking to someone. Beep. Like, really? You don't get the same feeling.
The satisfied.
It's like when you hit the end button, it's like, damn, I don't have the same feeling anymore.
Yeah, I need that JD Tool code, slam, slam,
Yeah.
slam. So what's going on tonight, man? What are we doing, man? What are we talking about?
Just hanging out. Brandon's talking about how he's got a
he says he's got a rubber. He said he got a rubber right there.
Yeah. it's a rubber intake.
Oh,
yeah,
rubber intake. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was confused a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on a that you got to bring it in to replace the intake manifold. It got a broken vacuum port on it.
Yeah, I like doing work on small engines. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm one of those guys that's in Spanish is mi lusos. That's I'm a how does that saying go, Mater? I know about a lot of things, but I'm a master of none. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. I could do all kinds of stuff. I dabble in everything, but I'm not a master particularly on any of those. I don't even consider myself a master at the job that I do today. Even though I'm an engineer,
right.
I don't even think I'm a good engineer, like at high level, even though my company thinks I am and I'm paid like I am. So I'll take it, but it is what it is, man.
Highly questionable. Hey, Ed, that's very highly questionable about you being an engineer.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, let's see. How many parts to a 4-part video do you do for showing how to fix HVAC? And it takes you a couple months to do the whole thing.
That's just a joke that's going around. Oh
yeah.
I did a bunch of HVAC videos, and people like to pick on me because I did those videos, and I don't know why people pick on me. They just I think I stepped in on something that people do, and they're like, what does this engineer guy think he's doing? Oh, even worse, he's a computer science or networking engineer. Ugh. Oh, what does he know about HVAC?
Yeah.
So they're gonna give me crap about it, but I've got a video that tells you the 12 things you should know before installing a smart thermostat. Kind of takes you through the different things of really a forced air heating and cooling system. And then I've got another one that has more in-depth steps, and then actually one of my most famous videos is replacing my thermostat to a Nest thermostat. So people think I talk about heating and cooling, but I just talk about all kinds of stuff. Look at BSS Small Engines says, "Fake it till I make it." You know it, brother. Fake it till I make it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Now I tell you, I did like that video you did on putting on that was it the smart doorbell?
Thank you.
Yeah, that video there is I like that one.
Believe it or not, I liked it too. I thought it was going to be a hit, and it ended up being one of my videos that nobody really cared about.
Really?
Yeah, people don't. I don't know what it is. I sometimes make a video and I think, man, this thing's going to be a hit. It's going to be great, and I put it up there and it gets no views. People could care less, and I don't know why. I don't understand. Like, bro, man, I'm trying to think of one that. Oh, I'll get perfect one. I repaired a laptop talking about the laptop repair was basically talking about a tool that I purchased, which is a precision screwdriver. The editing in that is great. The music is great. I thought my voiceover was awesome, and it didn't do good at all. It sucked, and I can't believe I can't believe it didn't do well.
Yeah. Well, it's just like I wasn't going to Burger King about about 2.5 months ago for lunch, and I've been watching Twisted V Twin on his live streams, and they got a guy on there. He drives for FedEx and everything, and he was talking about how he's doing the sourdough burger challenge, everything. So I want to go to bring everything. I think it's like a 35-second video. It's like, here's my small snack for the day and everything. And I gotten over 600 views on that. I'm going, wow. Just for a little 35-second video, over 600. But when I wound up doing the video of the end locker and cabinet I bought, about a month ago from Harbor Freight, I got Jeff from Dental Tools to share it. I've had over 2,500 views on that one video. Yeah, 2,500 views. I'm going, damn. Hey, Scott, how you doing? But,
give me 1 second.
All right.
Sorry, I got some family things going on too. Chef Shade Tree's in the house. Check it out. Oh man, Chef Shade Tree got some videos going on, man. He's one of these guys that was a long time watcher, quite a bit active on the comments, and decided to put some videos up, man.
Yep. Hey, while you're on here, okay, so I found something here at the house, and I don't remember ordering it, okay? And since you know about computers, I'm going to ask you about it.
Sure.
Okay. It's the Asus, I don't know, Zonar DC. It's a sound card and headphone adapter.
Oh, wow.
And it says it's gaming series.
It's what series?
It says for gaming series.
Oh, gaming series? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't ever remember ordering this. I mean, I found the receipt showing that I'd ordered this thing about 3 years ago from Best Buy.
Wow.
And I never opened it up. I mean, it's still sealed. But anyways, I'll put myself on a big screen here, and you may, on that right there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What exactly? So exactly what is this?
Okay, let me so basically what it is what changes the I don't know, you must have put me on big screen here, right? So it is basically what produces sound to come out of your speakers. So it takes the digitized information, the ones and zeros that are placed in a program to say, when Mario from Mario Brothers jumps, it makes this sound. That sound is turned into an audible analog, even though it may be digital at times because of the electronics there. But it has to turn it from those ones and zeros, which is digital, to an analog, and then back to either digital or stay analog as it comes out to your headphones. So that's basically all it is. It's a device that processes the information and changes it into a sound. So the reason why it's gaming and the reason why it's a big card is because it most likely high fidelity and very specialized electronics that will make the your 7.1 surround sound, your more your different sound. And the reason why you want a better sound card is because when you're playing, certain games will put in footsteps. So if there's let's say there's a military guy that you're shooting against, and the guy runs up behind you, a very good sound card will reproduce the sound of the footsteps, and it will sound like it's coming behind you. So you can turn around very quickly and shoot. So you usually want a very good sound card. Most motherboards come with sound cards on them. Whoa! Is that my train? Am I supposed to be driving it? I'm supposed to be driving that train.
No, that's mine.
No. Basically, it's a reason why people spend quite a bit of money on those sound cards. But I mean, in layman's terms, that's the best I could put it. It is something that produces sound from digital signals.
Right. Now, but my question is that a good one? From what you saw and everything, is that a good sound card still, being it's as old as it is? Because I know that with the computer, the way computers are right now, if you buy something now, 6 months down the road, it's going to be basically outdated.
Sure. So something like that, believe it or not, I've got tons of outdated stuff around me. Something like that is very good to keep on hand for somebody that works on computers, because the reason being is that sometimes you need to just verify that the sound card is the problem as to why you're not getting sound from your machine. So popping in a second sound card in there and making sure you got sound coming out of it is awesome. I have a spare sound card here that's, I don't know, much older than that one, and I use it for troubleshooting all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes you issue software.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, like I said, what I'm still wanting to do is actually get a computer that I don't know if I'm going to go with either a laptop or a desktop, but I would like to have one that is dedicated, out here in the garage and do nothing but YouTube. That way, because right now I have to, if I want to do a live stream out here, I got to bring my laptop in from the house and get everything set up for it. But I'd really like to have one that is just dedicated out here.
Yeah. Man, dude, nothing better than a desktop. And with all the technology that's changing right now, because AMD has begun to take over the market and it continues to grow, there's so many companies dumping PCs that it would almost make sense for you to just buy one on the used market, throw it up there, man. And you could stick that dedicated sound card if you want it on it, or you could use the one on the machine. I would absolutely grab a machine right away. Okay.
Because I've been seeing, the ads on Facebook. I think it's that CLX Gaming Systems. I don't know if you've ever seen their ads on Facebook or not.
Man.
I think it's.
Yeah. Stay away from.
I just didn't know how they are.
Facebook ads. Stay away from Facebook ads from computers. But what was it? Win Computers?
No, I think it's was it CLX?
CLX.
I'd have to find their ad again.
Never heard of them.
But they have gaming.
Yeah, well,
but like I said, they're supposed to be for gaming.
Yeah. What do you? I mean, you want a computer for YouTube? Are you going to edit videos on it?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, so what you could do is, you could do a couple things. You could build it, which would be kind of cool, or you could get yourself a used one and upgrade it to the point where you can use it.
Sound card.
You got a sound card.
Sound card to start off with.
You're gonna find out you don't need that, but because many decent boards come with a decent sound card now. It used to be back in the day where you really needed a decent one. So I don't know, man. I think we talked about this one time on one of your lives, and I told you to try to find a used Dell Enterprise computer and see if you couldn't get that pretty cheap.
Okay. So the Dell computer would be the best thing to go with.
Dell Enterprise computer, right? So, you could probably find a workstation, and the reason why I like the workstations is because they usually come with like pretty hefty processors and RAM and all that, right? But I would absolutely look around for some used Dell hardware.
Now, how easy is it to upgrade one of those computers?
Well, it depends what you're upgrading. So if you want to upgrade your graphics card, it's pretty easy. If you want to upgrade your RAM, that's a little, it's easy, but just a little harder. You usually can't upgrade your CPU. You can upgrade your CPU to a better CPU as long as you're in the same series. What I mean by that is sometimes you have a pinout on the board, like a 2011 pinout, and you have to find another CPU that fits that 2011 pinout and that your motherboard can handle, because the BIOS will allow for certain chips that are 1128 and others that are not. So that takes quite a bit of research to find out this will work. You can purchase that chip, pop it in there, and boom, you're flying. I had a computer that I put an i5 in it, and I started feeling like some slag. I wasn't too crazy about it, especially with some of the updates that happened that were there to block Spectre and some other potential viruses that can happen with Intel because of some holes they left open. All that did was kind of lower down your hyperthreading and some of your cool items on your processor and make it slower. So when they did that, it actually, the i5 kind of felt pretty sluggish. So I went online, did quite a bit of research on the board, found out that board could take a Xeon processor, purchased that on eBay, grabbed it, popped it in, upgraded it. Man, it's been rocking. I've done that a few times to different computers, and then people end up running to me asking me if they could buy one, and I sell it to them pretty cheap.
Right. So, like, video card be easy to swap out.
Oh yeah.
Dells in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, it depends if you get a full tower or a mid tower too. So you have to be careful. Make sure you get, try to get a full tower. Even some of the mid towers you can do something pretty decent with, but I can always help you pick one out. Tell me what your budget is, and I can look around and try to get you a decent PC.
I really hadn't thought about as far as budget wise, because I've got so many other different things that trying to get the house fixed and everything, so that's kind of a priority because I've got stuff on there that needs to be done. Of course, I knew I blew my tool budget at Harbor Freight within the past month. But hey, that was deals I could not pass up on.
So you and I talked about this, but you're in Texas, and you're in a spot in Texas where they don't have it. But there's quite a few little geek shops that recycle computers and stuff like that, and that would be a great option. But I don't think that works for you because of where you're located. I wonder.
I remember doing that to me a while back, and you gave me a business to contact, and I contacted them, but I never heard anything from them, and I don't think there's any other places around there like that. Now, I do know that years ago, and we're talking at least 20 years ago, we used to have what was known as the graveyard. And what that was, it was first Saturday of the month, over off of the highway, off of I-45, there was about 3 or 4 different little parking lots that everybody would start showing up about 10 o'clock Friday night, and they were selling computer stuff. And and usually about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, everybody's packing up, leaving.
Where are you
like
at?
I say,
About?
It's called the graveyard because you're out there. You're
What's
basically
the-
out there at midnight, flashlight looking around.
What's the largest city by you? That's not far from you.
Dallas is the largest,
Dallas.
and Dallas, yeah. And then after that would be Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
And according to what my phone says when I put in maps, it says Dallas is like 28 miles away.
28 miles away. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So,
What's up, Jeremy?
just-
What's up, Mike Hodge?
ooh, let's see here. I wonder if that's for reals. For reals.
What's that?
Well, I'm looking at somebody that says they're selling a 3070 Ti, an RTX 3070 Ti graphics card. I highly doubt it's not a scam. Probably used it for something. But all right, so I'm looking at your Craigslist in your area right now, and
Okay.
it's good to look around in here every time, from time to time, just to kind of get yourself an idea of what a decent machine will go for, and then maybe put in some money in there to upgrade.
Right.
Custer and
Brandon Fry's is closed.
Yeah, Fry's
all
is
the
gone,
Fry
brother.
stores are gone.
Fry's is gone, brother.
I've been closed now for over a month.
So here's one that I found that would probably be a decent deal. Let's see here. Oh, share screen. Share. I think you gotta allow me to share, but anyways, there is an i7 6700K. There you go. i7 6607K. There's a 6th generation i7. Not bad. With 16 gigs of memory. It's pretty dusty. It needs some work, to clean up. 700 watt power supply.
Oh, yeah.
Does not have a hard drive, which is very good. You could spend the money on an SSD and get that thing going. For around $325, I'd call him up, offer him $200, and if he said yes, I'd run over there and check it out. Be worth it. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Make sure when you get there, it turns on, and this guy obviously works. This guy beat the heck out of this machine. You know how I know that? This is a data. Hold on. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. This is a tiled floor. I thought this was a data center with tiles that you can pop up, but it's not. It's a tiled floor. So I mean, that's not a bad place to start. That's a pretty good let's have a conversation. But usually what I'm looking for in here is guys that are kind of like this, that are kind of like a wannabe little business. These guys are sometimes okay to deal with, but you got to be careful when you're going around. Now this guy's just selling laptops, but we can go and you can go and look in there. Let's see if we can find something else here.
I totally forgot about looking on Craigslist.
Oh yeah, always check out Craigslist, bro.
I've now been on Craigslist and I don't know how many years now.
You got a Dell Optiplex. Dell Optiplexes are usually abundant in most areas because of businesses just retiring them, and they're usually pretty decent. Those,
okay.
I'd like to see something a little better. Obviously that's too much. That's a server. Gaming PC Ryzen. This has got a Ryzen 7 2700 8-core, 16 gigs of RAM, 750. That says Frisco. Is that somewhere out there in Texas? Frisco, Texas?
Frisco is just north of Dallas area.
I mean,
It's part of the Metroplex.
This is not a bad consideration here. I mean, he said he wants 750. I'd call him up and say, hey man, I got 500 right now. I'm on my way. And it's looks like it's got decent specs. Got 16 gig of DDR4 memory right there. You got an Asus ROG Strix a Radeon RX 470. I mean, not a great graphics card by any means, but it'll get you going. That's totally great. That's
Right.
decent. 650 watt power supply. Windows 10 not activated. I can help you with that. That's not an issue. So this is a good place to
Right.
start right here, man. This is not bad at all. I would absolutely look into this guy. Never a bad day when you're looking around in Craigslist to fulfill something where you're trying to save money. I would do that. Now, if you're saying, Ed, I don't trust the used market, I'd like to go ahead and buy something new. Man, dude, look, new but kind of cheap. Let's see here. Hold on.
Hey, you see what Brandon did?
No, What's that?
Is to ask your local crackhead. He can get you one that fell off the truck.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm like, okay, Brandon, find me one that fell off the truck.
He's not lying. He's not lying. He is not lying. So here you go. Go to Dell Refurbished. You see that? Now this is straight from Dell. Dell Refurbished. Go to desktops.
Okay.
You go right to desktops. And what you want is at least a full tower. So that, like one of these boxy ones. Go with the full tower so that you can go ahead and upgrade it. Now, you don't want these that are like, 189. Look at, they got an i3 in there. Don't do that. i5 is pretty okay. That's decent. But i5 6500, this was like the, about 3 years ago, this was like, about 3 years ago, this was like the main processor everybody was going crazy about. So yeah, you're going to have a little bit of aged, seemingly aged processors and things of that nature. But for what you're doing to start out, it's not bad. Now, if you start going up in money, it starts getting better and better, right? But
Right.
let's see. I'm trying to see if I could move to something decent here. Let's see. i5 6500. See, that's still going for a $400 machine. Absolutely peruse here the refurbished stuff, bro. That's what I would do. Try to find yourself an i7 if you can, at least to start. I mean, here we go, $500.
Okay.
This is 7500. That's nice. 8 gig, 320. We could fix that. It may have a little bit of cosmetically. It's an A. It says so. Just keep perusing in here, bro, and you'll find something decent. And you'll save yourself some bucks. You can always try to also go. You guys, I know Dallas has a Micro Center.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got one up there in Richardson.
That's right, in Richardson. I've been to that one many times, actually. So,
yep.
And there's a Harbor Freight not far from it too. Did you know that?
That I wouldn't know, but I know I got two Harbor Freights close to me. Hey, what'd you think of that deal I got on that top box?
Hold on a minute. My brain is stuck on one thing. I'm trying to find the Dallas. If it's what I'm remembering, that was pretty good. Use tools. Oh, did it just say? But I think it just said Dallas. It didn't say Richardson. Dallas, Texas. Oh, I guess you can do Dallas. Man, they got more than that.
Well, that one is right. It's right there on the border. That like I said, that Micro Center is right on the border of Dallas and Richardson. So,
So maybe
one half does the other. Which way you want to call it?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Desktops, and they actually sell. They actually sell gaming computers here at Micro Center. By the way, just so you know. So if you're going to buy a gaming computer,
would a gaming computer be what? So a gaming computer would that be better for doing stuff for YouTube?
Oh well, of course. The more processing power, the more RAM, the more graphics power for editing video is always the best way to go.
Okay.
see here. Come on, man. I know I had gaming computer. Gaming desktops. Oh, it wants you to be specific. Gaming desktops. Come on.
Ah.
Yeah, stop that. Power Spec. I think Power Spec. What? Power Spec is, I think, one of their brands that they use for gaming computers. So here you go. Here, oh, what the heck? It moved on me.
Right button.
So here you go. This is an Asus ROG Strix gaming computer. It's got an AMD Ryzen 5. It's about $1,700. That's not a bad price for that one. I mean, it's a little high-ish, I think. But here you go. There's an Intel i7. But this one has... This got a Radeon RX 6700 XT. I mean, it's not a bad graphics card. So here you go, man. What are you wanting to spend is the question. Any of these desktops will do you fine.
Preferably, I wouldn't mind. I'd like to have a good, decent one. I'd like to try to keep it, say, under 1,000.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Give me a number. Now, I'll help you find it, but under 1,000, that does not include taxes, shipping, or any of that. So I can help you find a PC for about 1,000. And just to make your life easy, I would go. I would start out with. Oh, look, selected open boxes. That's also something that you could take advantage of.
Now, I do remember I was looking over at Buy at some they had. Now, they had one in there. I think it was just under 600, and it was a gaming computer. I'm looking for it right now. As soon as my phone wants to work.
Yup. Sorry, I got this family thing going on. Dang
the
it.
internet's kind of slow. Yeah.
Internet froze?
No, just with weather and everything been having here lately. It's like, because it rained yesterday morning, thunder and lightning, and then it was sunshine the rest of the day. And then today started off, kind of nice and cool this morning. Rode the bike to work, and it's like, got home and saw the way the skies were looking. It's like, I'm going to take my car back after lunch. And sure enough, it started pouring down. And then, of course, come break time at 3, not a drop coming down. But, hey, some areas still had the water standing and everything. It's like being on the bike is like, no, I don't feel like going through all that water and everything on the bike.
So here's a very good place to start, Mater. I'm not a fan of HP, but HP desktops are pretty decent compared to their laptops. I'm not a fan of HP laptops at all. Right. This one right here, $749. They've got 2 in stock. HP Pavilion PC Gaming, AMD Ryzen 5, 3500, 3.6 gigahertz with an NVIDIA GTX 1650 at 4 gig. That's not bad. It's also got a solid state drive. That's not a bad PC.
Okay.
So
what, Micro Center?
That's Micro Center. Here's one. I'm a less of a fan of Acer. I would run away from Acer. Out of those, I would spend the extra money. I would work with them. Go schmooze them, Mater. Go use your schmoozing ability. And look at this power spec G165 gaming PC with an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 3.6 gigahertz processor with an NVIDIA GTX 1650 with 4 gig of GDDR6 RAM with 16 gigs of DDR4 2666 RAM with a 500 gig solid state drive. This right here, that is your friend. That is your friend.
RAM.
16 gigs of RAM, 500 gig of solid state hard drive space, right? 500 gig of solid state hard drive space. And the most important thing is the GTX 1650. That's pretty decent. I mean, I would love to see an 8 gig or 6 gig card, but it's a 4 gig card. I mean, this is a lower end PC. But with the Ryzen 5 in there, this thing's going to smoke, man. I would go with that power spec right there. They got 25 in stock. So they got 25 in stock. It ain't selling like hotcakes. Go in there and give them a deal, bro. Tell them I'll buy it right now. Sometimes, you know, you got those sales guys. Be like, come on, man, I'll buy it right now for $900 out the door. I always wheel and deal. Man, I think it's the Mexican in me. I'd go to the store and I'm like, come on, man.
I know that.
I'm like, come on, man. They can't cost that.
Fry's is going out of business. Right. Like, if I known Fry's was going to be closing their doors, hell, I would have been on my way over there. I could probably got some damn good deals on a computer.
Heck yeah, man. Look, you take out $900, you put it on the counter and tell them, I want this power spec right here. Give it to me for no, sir, that's $10.99. Oh man, you really gonna lose a deal? You're gonna lose a cash deal right now? Come on, man. Go get your sticker, put it on it. He'll be like, no, man, we can't do that. Be like, all right, man, $980 right now, out the door. $980 out the door. Let's do it. I always wheel and deal, bro. I wheel and deal. And sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. It's totally worth a try. You never know what's going to happen. Look, you got this other power spec for $200 more. And they're sold out, you see, because this is a really good deal right here. For $200 more, you get that GTX 1660 Super. That's a really good card with 6 gig GDDR6 graphics card right here. This is a really good graphics card. Plus, you get the. I mean, it is an Intel i5. That's what kind of sucks about this. I mean, Intel's great. It's not bad. For what you're going to be using it for, you're not going to get caught up. Now, you can move up to this Dell XPS, but to be honest with you, I would almost think that the power spec is built a little better than the XPS. I'm a fan of Dell's XPS lineup, but their desktops leave a lot to be desired. I cannot believe that it's sold out. The only reason why I think this is sold out is probably because of the graphics card. People are buying this PC, taking the graphics card out, putting it in another machine, and selling the PC. But up your budget a little bit, bro, and you get a little more choices here. I would absolutely. Oh, bro, and you want to go to this is sold out too, but this MSI right here. Oh, that's nice. You want to look at
okay, I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking at Best Buy, and I've got a Best Buy that's within 30 minutes from me. Okay.
All right, let's look at crap Best Buy. I hate Best Buy.
I know. Well, I'm looking at it right now, but they've got HP desktop, AMD Ryzen 5. It says they got 12 gigabytes. I guess that's going to be on the hard drive. But it says it's got 1 terabyte SSD.
Yeah.
And
that's not bad.
They're showing to be $670.
$670. Yeah, I don't necessarily. I don't go crazy by the.
Trying to get all the specs and everything for it, but it won't tell me. It won't get. I'm trying to find all the other information for. Oh, here we go. Processor speed is 3.7, but it's got 1 terabyte. Says total storage capacity 1,000 gigabytes. That's a terabyte. It's got 12 gig RAM. It's got the AMD Radeon graphics card, Windows 10. But like I said, it's the AMD Ryzen 5 4000 series.
Yeah, that's not bad. The 4000 series is not bad. Let's see here.
Right. And like I said, for RAM, it's got 12 gig.
Oh, I'm trying to spell desktop there and I can't.
But it's saying it's expandable up to 32 gig on the RAM.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty standard these days.
For $669, I know it's an HP.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of HP, bro.
So,
not a fan of HP, but
I know you're not a fan. But being, to me, I've always liked AMD over Intel. It's something that, I've learned. It's like AMD processors are a lot faster than Intel is.
Well, that was not necessarily true until very recently, by the way, just so you know.
Okay. Well, I know that the way AMD came about was because you had guys beforehand just all Intel, okay? And then there were some guys that wanted to do things that Intel got, no, we're not going to. So then they said, fine, screw you, we'll go do it ourselves, and that's how they started.
Well, you do know that AMD did subsidize or purchase didn't even purchase, because Intel basically gave them the rights to use their technology, their chip technology, to develop chips, because the problem was that they had no competitor in the market, and they were also growing too fast that they didn't want to research certain portions of their processors. So this little company called AMD went around and said, hey, we will gladly do that for you, and we will pay you, Intel, money for every processor sold, because it's your technology. So a lot of people don't know that AMD is based off Intel technology. It always has been, until very recently, when they went ahead and upgraded their chip technology and blew Intel out of the water. Now, the basis of how those chips actually work, though, is still thanks to Intel. So AMD and Intel have always gone head to head, and one time one is better than the other, but Intel owes its life and its growth to Intel. So AMD can't really sit there and bash Intel. There's a lot of fanboys out there, just like in tools, that'll tell you, oh, AMD, no, the only reason why I like AMD right now is because they have a processor unit that is actually a bit faster because of the architecture. But that may change in about a year or two, maybe 5 years. That may change. We don't know that. But right now, if you want something that's future-based for the next 3 years, I would tell you go AMD. But there's nothing wrong with an Intel, bro. I'm telling you from experience, there's nothing wrong with an Intel. Getting Intel at the prices that you're getting it now, their manufacturing, their production, their whole... Man, I have seen Intels in very hot environments. Heat kills processors. The number one killer of any processor is heat. And I've seen processors dying left and right that were AMD, but those Intels kept churning. They just kept going. Intels have been designed to withstand quite a bit of heat. They've been designed for hard work environments. I think that is partially the reason that they can't get around the speed problem, because they don't know how to get around the keeping the stability up and the speed. Now AMD's figured it out, but I have been hearing from a lot of my geek buddies out there and a lot of my other engineers that some AMDs are failing in some of the harsh environments. And there's something to be said there. Now, are you gonna test that? Probably not. Your garage and your place where you work there is probably nice and cool. Probably got an air conditioner there. So,
I
but
wish
if you
I had
don't,
an air conditioner.
oh well, that now hold on. There's something to think about then, Mater, because I'm telling you, I have an AMD Ryzen right now, 5950X. It's the 9 series 5950X. If it were not in my cold basement, I would have gone Intel. So don't.
Okay.
Every technology, like every tool, has its pros and cons, bro. Just like Makita has certain pros and cons over Milwaukee, and Milwaukee has certain pros and cons over Makita. Nothing's perfect, so you got to see what kind of fits you.
Right. Hey, Eleanor. I mean, like I said, I do like the AMD. But now, as far as, out here in the garage, I mean, the only thing I got to worry about, of course, Texas summers. Now, I am, working on trying to get the garage itself fixed up, clean. I'm still working on trying to get more of it cleaned out, and doing a lot of work with. I want to get a fan put in here. I do want to do more up here in the ceiling. To where Dad got he put a bunch of stuff up there that I want to get down, and I would eventually like to see about closing it all off. That way, it's just this thing down. And maybe get like a window unit put in. That at least they would keep it, decent and comfortable in here in summer. I don't know how that's going to work. But like I said, that's something on the, to do.
Yeah, think about it, bro. Think about it. Hey, I'm sorry, Mater. I got a family thing that keeps heating up, bro. I got to go take care of it. I wanted to come support your show.
Okay.
I wanted to come on here and say hello and hang out with everybody, but I keep getting texts, man, and I gotta handle what's going on. I apologize.
Well, tell Jehu to leave you alone.
I wish it was Jehu. If it was Jehu, I'd tell him, shut up. Shut up, Jay. I wish it was
I
Jay.
will then tell Dale to leave. Hey, then tell Dale to leave you alone.
I wish it was Dale. Hey, by the way, before I jump off, where is Crystalline? Why is she next to you?
She's inside the house right now. I don't know why she decided not to be out here, but usually I know she is. But I think mainly it's because she's got a project that she's working on for a friend of hers that still lives up in Oklahoma. That let's just say that his wife should be popping sometime soon.
Gotcha. Well,
and so she's in there working on a baby blanket.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Well,
yeah.
Oh, can't have you guys see my phone there, man. Oh, cool. Everybody, thanks for letting me come and hang out with you guys. I apologize, I can't stay longer. I wish I could. I'm gonna go have some family chat right now, but. Guys, if you get a chance, come check out the console tomorrow on my channel, Ed the Old Tech Guy, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's Dale Lucid, Jehu, and myself. We talk about tools, tech, DIY, and sometimes comics and anything under the sun that is kind of fun to talk about. And we do it in a comedic, family-friendly way. Well, sometimes family-friendly. But we do it in a comedic way and try to make everybody laugh and have a good time. We'll even make fun of Mater's channel. We may even roast your channel. We'll roast you. We will roast you if you make us. If you annoy me, I'm gonna roast your channel. All right. Guys.
Hey, yeah. Kind of like what Dwayne Johnson says. Just bring it.
Just bring it. We should roast Mater's channel one day. We got to do that. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
You haven't done that in how long?
Man, dude.
You've not roasted anybody since
I have
Kyle.
not. Yeah, I have. No.
Kyle, I think was the last one you actually did.
We've roasted a few people since. No, we've roasted. We've talked about some people. Now, roasting doesn't mean I'm going to sit you up on a pedestal and roast you and give it to you good there. I'm, if we put you in our memes and we talk about you, then we're roasting you, right? But I think we roasted Kyle. I think it may have gone a little too far. Some people didn't like it, and we went too far. Right. So we want to be careful so that we don't hurt some people's sensibilities. I mean, we are living in a generation where people's feelings get hurt quite easily.
Right.
So.
Well, I'll be there tomorrow, but unfortunately, you start at 8. But I've got a live stream that I have to keep up with, dealing with biker information and everything. That starts at 7:30, and that's not over till about 8:30. So. Yeah, I'll come in, on yours probably about 8:30 or so.
Okay, that's fine. Come on through at 8:30. That's fine. I appreciate that. Well, thanks, guys.
No problem.
Take care, everybody. Be safe with that Texas weather, man. Hope it's not too hot. Take care, guys.
All right. Appreciate it, Ed. You have a good evening. Well, Jeremy, come on. Come on to Texas. But, yeah, Brandon, you're always roasting me. Of course, I'm always giving you a hard time. That's what, like they say, that's what friends are supposed to be for. But, uh-oh. Crystal's having a problem with her phone. Eleanor, I'm just a little bit south of Dallas, right off I-45. Hey, you want to come up on the panel? I'll put the link back out there. But, let's see. Yeah. Probably a couple of hundred of them at the border right now trying to get in. But, yeah. Yeah, everything is bigger in Texas. I mean, we got a lot of, concerning the fact of how big Texas is. I mean, one thing that they say is, fact, if you do the measurement, it's El Paso is closer to LA than it is to Texarkana, which is on the other side of the state. And don't get me in line as far as how far, it's not Lubbock. I'm trying to remember. There's the other ones up there in the Panhandle. So say you go from the Panhandle all the way up to Texas, go all the way down to Brownsville. That's a long way. You're talking at least a couple of days to go from one end, from the north down all the way down to the south part. And that's just driving. I mean, if you leave, say, on a Monday morning, you might get to Brownsville Tuesday evening. Nah. I think we had that when I'm trying to figure out how to say it politely. I think that happened when we had the guy up there in Washington decided to come and do his political stuff. I think that would be the biggest one. But yeah, so that gave me some more ideas as far as what to do as far as trying to find a computer. I mean, I'll be looking on I can look more on Craigslist and definitely be checking out. I know he said that a lot of people don't like Best Buy. I know it's got to be a lot better than Walmart as far as getting a computer from them. I can always check out Facebook Marketplace. There's another. There's always eBay. Oh, it's I'm not sure who Alan West is. Right now, I'd like to see anybody run against Abbott because I'll admit that some of the stuff that he's doing is good, but right now the only reason he's doing it is that way he's just basically trying to cover his own butt. All right, Newegg. Okay, I'm checking on that. Hey, Scott, you go on Facebook, just look for Michael Glaser, Glaser, and you'll see, you'll find me there. All right. A retired Army colonel. I'll have to look on that. Check him out. I know that we got, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Brandon, I have to agree with you on that. I don't know. I've heard rumors that there might be someone else wanting to run and everything and might really stir things up. Really. I'm there on Facebook. I mean, friends with Mike Hodge, friends with Brandon. Let's see. I'm friends with several people on there. Well, Jeremy, to me, what the governor needs to do, to me, is basically step up and quit wanting to be political. Okay, quit taking sides. Basically, do what is best for the state. As far as what's best for the people, not what is best for the political leaders. Is basically say, no, screw you, we're going to do it this way. Oh, God, Mike, I hope not. That would be nice. Get Pelosi out? Yeah. I'd really like to see that. Got an egg beater flying over. Like, wow. You're flying low. Hopefully that ain't care flight or anything. I hope not. Yeah, because we only got one star on the flag. And Mike, do you also know that Texas is the only state that was its own country at one time? Yeah, we were actually our own country for a short amount of time. Then was like, okay, we need help from the Union. And of course, Union was going, we'll think about it. But yeah, that's why it's. Yeah, well, we did leave, Mexico because of all the crap that Santa Anna was wanting to pull. He started saying one thing, then I guess he became female and started changing his mind. And wanting to do things totally different, and yeah, that didn't work. Which one, Straps? I mean, we've had, what, 3 different ones? And last I heard was supposed to be another one coming out. And okay, I ain't seen that one yet. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've heard about it coming out. I ain't seen it. I mean, they said it was supposed to be out, what, last week? I ain't seen anything of it. And from what I understand, it's supposed to be, what, 3,600? So, to me, all I know is that, yeah, I'd take that 3,600. I mean, if they're wanting to hand out free money to me, hell yeah, I'd take it. I mean, hell, they're handing out free money to everybody else that ain't working. I'm over there working my damn butt off and everything and trying to get my bills paid. Oh. Uh-oh. That leg cramp. It's been a long day. I know I could use some coconut water and a shot of pickle juice. But no, I hope that that don't happen. I hope we don't go blue. We need to stay red. See, I'd use that money to get my bills paid off and get more out of debt. That would, I could take, if that was, from what I understand, if it was 3,600, I could take that 3,600 and I'd be able to get about 4 different credit cards totally paid off. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Well, Mike, okay, coconut water, gotta have some pineapple juice to go along with the bamboo. Jamie, I ain't seen you in a while. Where you been hiding at? Ah, where they got you at this time? Or can you say where you're sitting at? Because I know last time you were in one location, and I know you've been moving around. About 50 miles. Oh, you're in North Dallas? Oh, Dallas is only, what, 28 miles from me? Well, damn, you could have called me. You got my number. So how long are you going to be in the DFW area? Ah. Hey, I'm here all week. I know Saturday I've got a benefit to go to on Saturday morning. So that's going to be about the only thing I'm not going to be around for. All right, Mike, appreciate you, being here. You take it easy. Well, I'm heading down to San Antonio area. Actually, I'll be heading to Canyon Lake on the 23rd. And then 25th, which is that Sunday, I'll actually be over in Fredericksburg. Yeah, we got lots of hogs down here. More than what you can shake a stick at. And tell you how bad it is, Jeremy. I used to have property out in the country. And in the back section was a creek and everything. I went out there one summer during a dry spell. And as far as I could see to the left and to the right, it was probably about a 15-foot wide swath of nothing but hog tracks through there. Hey, Shaggy. Wonder where you were at. Ooh. That's not good, Jamie. Oh. Yep. I'll put you on the prayer list at church. But yeah, I mean, Jamie, if you're heading back down that way, like I said, I'll be in, I know, Fredericksburg, 23rd or 25th with the ministry. Canyon Lake, which is that Friday, the 23rd. That's when Crystal and I will be on the bike heading down to Canyon Lake and everything. And I know we're going to, I'm trying to remember that other little town. What's that one? I know it. I can't think of it right now. Hang on, I can bring it up. Oh. Nope. Oh, let me bring it up here. Kerrville. That's, Sunday we're going to go to Kerrville. Yeah, they're wanting to go to Kerrville, go out there, and everything. Saturday, gonna be going to Green, which is a nice little place. Sunday we'll be heading out to Kerrville for the cross, and then into Fredericksburg for lunch. Now, then talking about Lukenbach, and then we're gonna be staying in Fredericksburg. I'm trying to see if they'll want to go over to Alamo Springs for dinner, which is right there by that Texas train tunnel park that's now home to all those Mexican free-tailed bats. And then, of course, Monday we're going to get up and we're going to go out and ride the sisters. That means we'll be heading over to like Medina and out to Lakey and everything, and then back over to Canyon Lake after all that's over. So yeah. Hey, Bocce. Yeah, I know. Got to come to Wimberley. Yeah, because I know Wimberley's not that far from Canyon Lake. You know, I know we're going to try and see about making a little, I guess maybe a little pit stop in Wimberley. You know, I'm pretty sure they got gas stations there. Jamie, I guess we're just going to have to figure that out. Like I say, I know I'm going to be with the motorcycle ministry, you know. So we're just going to, I guess, have to play it by ear, see what your schedule's going to be like, what mine is, and everything. The only thing we do is go from there on it. But yeah, Canyon Lake, that's where the VP of the ministry is living at with his wife. So what kind of ratchet you get, Scott? Oh, really, Shaggy? Wow. All right, so there's a Buc-ee's at the lake. All right. Well, I like Buc-ee's. I know that first time Crystal got a chance to see ones when the first time she came down here, and she could not believe the size of it. And she going, wow. And we stopped off at the, of course, the one here in this, and then stopped. Well, this is when we went down to the DOH rally at the end of April. Stopped off the one here in this, filled the bike up, and we got on the road just cruising and everything. And it's like, okay, well, there's the other Buc-ee's over there. We'll go in there, top off the bike and everything. And actually walked in, and she's going, oh my God. It's like it was like totally blowing her mind. Yep, well, New Braunfels not that far away. All right. Power must be back on. Uh-oh. Hang on. I must have done a double tap.
Yeah, something like that there.
Yeah.
It came on about 5 minutes ago, I guess. I went on ahead and let the modem reboot and all that good stuff.
Right.
Before I even tried, I got to readjust my camera. We was using the camera light to see the table. Johnny ate while the power was out. We opened the front door, the back door, let the breeze come through. With little breeze we had, because earlier me and Johnny walked outside to go check out where the fire trucks and the cops were going, and man, that wind was knocking hard, big time. 20, 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a nice cool breeze, 20 mile an hour. Yep. Well, after an hour and 15 minutes, it came back.
Something like that.
Eleanor, how you doing? Oh, Princess Jamie's in the house. Hey, Jamie.
Yep.
Shaggy, Bocce. I think I said Bocce, right?
Yep. Brandon's in here too.
Hey, Brandon. What's going on, mon ami?
All right, Eleanor, you take it easy. Make sure you get that phone charged up. Well, Jamie, you want to test that your laptop camera? Put the link back up.
What's up, Scott?
Okay.
Yeah, earlier when the computer went down, we lost lights. I said, well, hell, I'm picking them up from the phone. Well, duh. I don't have data on my phone, so the Wi-Fi was out. I thought about it right after I almost hit YouTube.
Right.
I was fixing to press the YouTube button. I says, whoop, wait a minute. That ain't going to work. Not without Wi-Fi.
Yep. By the way, how's Missy thinking about you drinking coffee out of her cup?
It don't matter to her. She's the one that hands it to me.
It's
not like mine. This one, it's not like mine. See, that's my sticker, Cajun Coin Hunter.
Right.
Avatar and sticker, and then this one has Missy on this side. Mine is a dark gray, kind of looks like bluish, but it has a sticker on both sides. My avatar. My channel sticker. I mean. Hey, Princess.
Hello.
So is that the new laptop?
Yeah, this is my brand new laptop work just got me because this is my old one. So now I don't.
That's allowed. It looks like a
tablet.
So it looks like more like a big tablet.
And then I got the desktop computer here too, doing work. So
you must be back home.
I'm working out of a hotel.
You just bring everything with you.
Well, this time, yes. I'm here for more than 2 weeks. I got a lot of work to do, and I like to have my office when I'm traveling. At least not like when I'm traveling, especially stateside. I like to have my office. In these longer trips, that's kind of low density. I'm more operating more of a business type than an operational type. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, well, you don't have a differential in there or a engine on a stand.
No, but I am. No, but I am going to Summit Racing, so I'm gonna go get some motor building parts. I do have tools. Since I drove my Jeep up here, I have tools. And
did you?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I had to fix a sticking caliper today.
What kind of vehicle?
In my Jeep. My Jeep's caliper sticking. So what happened? So much mud got caked into the pins, and so so it couldn't release whenever
Right.
I'd release the brakes. So fix that. That's pretty much it. I
Right.
blew out my brake line. Actually, driving the Collins Brothers Jeep, I blew out my brake line, and they actually cut and reflared my brake line for me, and then I had to rebleed it.
Okay.
So yeah, every time I take the boys with me on a road trip, it seems like they use them. Now I have to load up YouTube on one of these.
Well, I think I finally figured out what has been causing the problem on my little Dodge Caliber. Because when I go on long trips, like when I went up to go see Crystal, after so much time of being on the road, and Cajun probably getting some feedback on your end still. Yeah. But all I know is that I get the temperature light pop up, and of course it ding and everything. And the car sits there, and you could feel it going slower and slower, and you can see the RPMs climb. Okay, park it, shut it off, let it sit for a while, no problem. Okay. I mean, if you let this thing sit for about 10, 15 minutes, okay. I watched a video on YouTube. I did not know, okay, like on most transmissions, you've got the filter down inside the pan, okay?
Right.
But what I did not know on that one, they have a small filter. It looks like an oil filter cartridge that is actually going to the transmission cooler. It's like there's a filter, there's another filter in there. So the only way you have to get to it is you have to literally take your battery and everything out, take the battery tray out, and there's like four 10-millimeter bolts where the two lines attach. Take that off, reach inside, and pop the filter out. So I'm going to be see about doing that over the weekend, and of course changing out the filter in the pan and putting new fluid in it.
Yeah, whatever you do, do not blow air through it.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, I think it's mainly because I got 136,000 miles on it, and someone's probably never changed that cooler filter. Excuse me. Oh, but yeah, I mean, if I don't care what kind of vehicle you've got, you could have a Chevy, Ford, Mitsubishi, Kawasaki, Honda. You can even have a Jaguar, okay? I don't care what kind of vehicle you've got. If you don't do scheduled maintenance on it, something's going to give, no matter what. So changing the filters, okay, that's a given. You're supposed to do that. A lot of people think, oh, I can change the oil and filter on my engine. They don't think about changing the oil, the training fluid, and filter like it's recommended.
Okay.
Now, am I wrong on that, Jamie?
No, not at all. Just if you got 130,000 fluid filter change, that's it. But don't do like a power flush or anything, because you're just gonna screw up the bands and then everything's gonna go wonky. For something like that, just a simple like fluid filter. That's it.
Yeah.
And you can even like cycle fluid through by like disconnecting the one of the cooler lines. You can cycle fluid through like gradually that's okay. Just no like power flushing it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's got that CVT transmission in it.
Well, then I would just do the filter and fluid change. You don't even cycle fluid through it, because the way
No.
the CVTs operate and the way they pump through it, just a fluid filter change and you'll be fine. They're usually 100,000 mile service interval for CVTs.
Right. But like I said, I didn't know that there's a
thought the
second
caliper-
filter on it that
For the cooler.
for the transmission cooler. That I didn't know about.
That's more of a pre-filter, but it should be a
Well,
spin
I've
on filter, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know
No,
too much
it's
about
not
the Dodge.
spin-on.
Some of them have two. I've seen two on them before. I don't know much about the caliber. The only caliber I knew was the one that had the 4-speed automatic, not the
Right.
CVT. But I would just
Right.
do a fluid filter change.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And of course, with that one there, I have to get CVT fluid and everything for it, which I picked up 4 quarts. Well, come to find out, it's going to need 5. So no big deal. I can go over here to the AutoZone where I bought the other at and just get 1 more quart of it. And like I said, pick up the 2 filters and do a transmission service.
I got 150,000 on my Liberty, and I think it was changed at 110.
And it's an O2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Liberty is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the best transmission they had in them.
Yeah, the 45 RFE, you can't. They put that same transmission behind the Dakota 4.7s or the Grand Cherokee 4.7s, 3.7s during a couple of years. You can't go wrong with that transmission.
I just wish I had the braking system like the newer model Liberties had, like the 03, 04s. The back brakes or drums.
Yeah, the new they didn't put
The new ones, they all 4 calipers all the way around.
Yeah, the first the 02, 03s were drum, and they didn't put the discs on until 04.
Hey, Shell.
I put
Hey, Shell.
also the CRD uses the same transmission as yours.
Oh, does it?
Well, like I said, it was. I think he told me when I bought it that it had at 110, because I think he said it's good for 60 or 70,000, and he was going to be away from his regular mechanic, like down here at that point in time for the winter, and he didn't really use it in the South that much. He did, but then he wouldn't use it up north that much. So he had it done a little early, and he said, well, I think the last change on it was at 110,000. It has 150, so it's got 40,000 miles on that change. Which I do have to add to it every now and then. There's a little tiny small leak somewhere.
Could be the paint gasket.
Yeah, or the rear seal on it.
Or it could be the fitting at the cooler line. Just kind of runs down and burns off.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got a point there, because last time I was under it, and Johnny was under it not long ago, was looking for a part that Johnny dropped, a relay, and Johnny got underneath there, and it does look like it might be coming down the coolant line.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the radiator's got the integrated cooler in it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not for sure, but
Wow,
you know more about my Jeep than I do, except for the ignition. part of it. I learned a lot in the past 6 months on the ignition system.
The coil packs?
No. No, from the steering column on up to the relay box.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never pulled those apart. I never had to pull that apart.
I had to figure out mine. Mine was a 1 in a million case. Well, not 1 in a million case, but the ignition switch itself that's in the column, the little square plastic box that holds the contacts in it. Then you have your key tumbler, and then you have your middle part that comes from the key tumbler. It attaches to that once you drop the bottom out with the security T25s bits. Once you drop that bottom out, you got your key tumbler itself, which has the programming in it, whatever. Then you have your middle actuator pin that the tumbler turns, and then that goes into your little square box on the side, and that right there has the contacts in it. So when you turn the key, my contacts were dirty in that. Johnny Best is the one that said, "Hey, wait a minute, start that thing again, but just let off the key a hair." So because I could click, and about the third click, now I didn't do it all the time. When the Jeep was cold as a whatever, like early in the morning, get in it, it'll pop, start right off. But after that, you have to click it a few times. Then it would do. I thought it was the actuator pin because one side of it breaks. It's two halves. One side of it breaks. Well, that wasn't the case. So I was clicking it, and then it seemed like it wanted to hit. That starter wanted to engage. You could hear something click, but the starter wouldn't engage. So I would have to go to the relay box and pinch the relays by hand, and then you turn the switch and it would start. Well, got tired of doing that. So I was doing a click thing, and it seemed like they wanted to hit. Johnny says, "Quit, back off the switch a little bit. When you're holding it down, back off." Sure enough, it would start every time. The contacts were dirty, but I had a brand new one in stock. So I put that on, no problems ever since. And the old one, I can take it apart and clean it with my $25 can contact spray.
And then dielectric.
Huh?
And then dielectric grease.
Yeah, the one for electronics. Yeah.
Hell no.
Well, actually, this one has it in there. This contact cleaner has the lubricant built in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good for tuners, faders, and all that, like on mixing boards, stereo knobs, faders, all of that is good for that. We did I got a video out. We did Johnny's P8 head.
Yep.
For the band.
Michelle,
we did that.
No, I didn't get a chance to ever find out. I mean, I'd have to call them and see, if they didn't give me the information on what that vehicle sold for, or if it did sell. Hey, Jamie, did you see the deal I got on the top box at Harbor Freight?
No, I haven't. Was it on Instagram or was it on Facebook?
No, I did a YouTube video on it.
Oh, I didn't. I'm just getting on YouTube right now.
Yeah. This past Sunday, actually not this past, but Sunday before, Crystal and I, we went to the Harbor Freight after church, and it's like, okay, 4th of July weekend. So anyways, was going to go in there for one of those little 15-gallon spot sprayers you hook up on your ATV or back of your riding lawnmower. That way you can sit there and spray for weeds and everything. And I was looking around, and we got getting close up to the front where they have the as-is section. And all of a sudden, she's going like that at me. I go, huh? Turn around, and they had the U.S. General 56-inch top box. up there. I go over look at it and everything, and it's what, $529? Let's just say I walked out with it for just under $400 plus tax.
That's a steal.
Yeah, and the only damage to it is in the lower left-hand corner, had been dented in, and it damaged the little aluminum strip on it. But then on the very back, it's got, you know, a little dent on there. But to me, I'm going, okay, that's cosmetic. Does the drawer itself open? Hey, that drawer opens and closes, no problem. And everything on it works fine, okay? So I'm going, okay, as long as the drawers and everything is working fine, I don't care about the cosmetic because it's going to get, you know, it's a toolbox, okay? Eventually, it's going to get some dings and dents and stuff like that on there, and scratches. That's cosmetic. As long as it will physically do what I want it to do, I really don't care. And like I said, for less than $400, and like I said, it's a 56-inch.
Right. That's,
But now,
that's a
the
steal.
only thing I didn't like,
Crystal,
was
the
it
keeper,
black.
not just for the toolbox, but Crystal hooked you up. She's like, hey.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I know yesterday I did a video on, I finally got the end cabinet and end locker hooked up on the table. Because I want to buy that end locker, that was Father's Day. Because I've been looking at that, and Harbor Freight, they don't have any of the end lockers anymore. They're basically doing away with them because supposedly from a couple of sources I've heard is that they're going to be coming out with a brand new one. And up like this, if you actually go on their website and put in U.S. General end locker, nothing comes up. You'll find an icon. But you can find an end cabinet, but no end locker. And even if you had the SKU number, you type that in, nothing comes up because they've totally removed it from the website. There's none in the warehouse.
So now all you got to do is you're going to get the matching.
Well, black and red don't look that bad together. So I've got the red end locker and end cabinet, and the toolbox itself is black. I'm going,
Well, you
it
can
don't look
paint.
that bad together.
Well, you can paint and offset, change out some drawers,
Yeah.
put some red drawers on the black box, and vice versa.
Yeah, contrasting
Sure.
colors. That's right.
True. Well, I can always find out what the paint code is for the green that Harbor Freight sells.
That's almost like a grizzly green.
It's kind of like a lime green, and yeah, I
Not-
guarantee you.
Not quite John Deere green.
No, not
Yeah,
John Deere
well,
green. Grizzly
no,
green.
it's not. But,
Grizzly has a light green color on their machine shop tools and their woodworking, their wood shop tools, like their sanders and table saws and all that, them huge belt sanders. The
Yeah.
big ones.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I know a month and a half ago, I'd walked into the Harbor Freight, and I'd gone in there for some of those, where is it? So I'm doing more of my storage shed and everything. I was needing to go get more of these. Some more of these 6-inch clamps and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these things, I like them. I mean, they got the rubber pads here, and the handle itself is rubber. So, to me, makes a good grip. I mean, I can grip that and really put some torque on it when I'm tightening things down.
Right.
But anyways, I'd gone in there to see about getting some. They didn't have any. Well, up front in their as-is damaged area, they did have a 44-inch bottom box that was damaged. I think they marked it down like $100, but it was that green color. And I called Crystal because that was before she moved down, and she was going, "You ain't got it loaded up in the car yet?" I'm going, "No, I don't have the Harbor Freight credit card with me." Well, after she moved down and everything, we went to the Harbor Freight. I showed her the color and everything, and she's going, "Blah, blah." Like, I'm glad you didn't get it, because I called back a couple of days later, they'd already sold it.
Dang.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they marked it down like $100. And that was on the same day, because it was actually earlier in the day, a guy came in to buy it. It was an open box. They opened up the box, and the very back corner, like where you set the top box and everything on, that very little lip, like where the in locker or in cabinet would sit on, that little edge they would hang off of, the very back corner, it was dented in some. Hey, Steven. I didn't see you sneak in. But,
Hello,
Hey, Steve.
yeah, but like I said,
Steven.
yeah. But like I said, the fact is that, like I said, I give her a hard time about, oh yeah, I'll just get it in the green color. Something just to mess with her.
Hey, does it hold tools? Does it fit your mission? Is it sturdy? And is there any like structural integrity damage? If not, hey, color is just color.
Yep. Right. And like I said, when on this top box and everything, I looked at it, hey, that dent and everything, that's cosmetic. Okay. I'm not worried about that.
When I got my box off the Snap-on truck, when they were bringing it off the lift, it slid off on a piece of wood.
Right.
And it folded in the bottom side a little bit. But I looked at him like, because he was like, I'm like, nah, I'm putting tools in it. It's not terrible. But he already cut me a super deal on it.
Right. Well, good, Brandon. I'm glad you're getting parts in to keep you busy for the week.
Yeah, I'm going to take a trip down the Summit.
So when are you going over to the Summit over in Arlington?
Either tomorrow or Thursday. Depends on when I get a recess. Because I know last week was pretty heavy. Like we were pretty much conference like until like 8, 10 o'clock at night doing these seminars, because we're about to open an office in Austin.
Okay.
So
that's an often jump for me.
So today I had a little bit of time. Yesterday, the first day, I had a little bit of time, so I went over to Colin's brother's Jeep. So it's either gonna be tomorrow that I might take the drive, or Thursday.
Hey, you could have hollered at me. We could have met somewhere yesterday.
Yesterday, I was swamped. Tomorrow might be better.
Well, tomorrow I've got 2 different live streams that I'm going to be, catching up on.
This is going to be like during the day.
Right. Well, during the day, I'm going to be at work. Now, we had 3 guys out today. One we knew because he was on vacation, and the other 2 called in. And that was no fun.
Let me see how far I am away from Summit.
Depends upon where at in North Dallas you're at.
Oh, I'll show you here in a minute. I'm at the Hilton Lincoln Center, right off LBJ.
Okay. I know where that's at. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you where I'm at here.
I'm just trying to figure out who's closer, you or myself, to Summit.
I am 33 miles from Summit.
Let me look up on mine.
Yeah, that's a 33-mile trip.
I don't think I'm that far away.
There's a severe thunderstorm warning.
Yep.
When?
Yeah, the whole South for the next 4 or 5 days, and Southwest Louisiana, that is.
Hold on, I have to look.
But yeah,
Because I don't feel like putting my doors on and driving the.
I mean, it's the atmosphere is unstable with all the moisture in the air. It's so muggy.
Oh yeah.
We had something to do this morning. In fact, they didn't even have it because of all the storms we had this morning.
I don't see anything for North Dallas except for Tuesday, and Tuesday's when I drive down to San Antonio. So when I drove up, it was pretty crappy. Like when I hit Waco, right as I come into Waco, it started like monsoon. But the thing is, I stayed completely dry. And then once I got into Dallas, it was like clear.
Yeah.
Yesterday at like 4 a.m., I had to take a colleague to the airport. And it's like the storm. I think the same storm was about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I was driving to DFW. And just that time that I was driving to DFW, it decided to crap on me. Like it's like the sky fell. And luckily I told my colleague, I'm like, hey, I don't like those clouds. I'm going to go run and get the doors real quick. Luckily I grabbed the doors because as you can see,
you got them in there with you.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. It's saying that you're actually closer, not by much, saying that I'm 35 miles away from that Summit.
How far are you away from me? Like 40? Because I know going to Summit, it's like a stair step. But going to you is like straight shot.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me take a look here. Oh.
I'm surprised Ray's not on here. Is he?
Who?
Brandon's talking about having a meetup in Troy at Ray's shop.
Yeah. I know he's wanting to see about meeting up at that ATV park down that way.
Oh yeah, for the meet and greet.
Yeah.
I'm game.
Something Falls.
Hidden Falls.
Yeah.
I'll meet everybody in Hidden Falls. Just let me know. I can tell you, I'll be in Marble Falls on the 20th. I'll be.
Oh wait, which falls is it? Was it Hidden Falls or Marble Falls?
Hidden Falls is in Marble Falls.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because I thought I heard that name too.
Okay.
That's a little bit of a trek for me. You know, probably 6 hours for me.
All right. So what?
It took me 5 hours.
Hey, Jamie, which Hilton did you say it was you're at?
Hilton, the Lincoln Center. Right by the Galleria.
Galleria? They got a Galleria in Houston.
Which is actually
famous Galleria.
I was just in Houston a few weeks ago.
Oh.
Showing that you're like 48 miles away.
Yeah, Mother Nature has been kind of irritated lately, Bachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. San Antonio got like rained out like the whole entire time I was here.
Yeah.
Okay, quick question.
What's that?
Do you think you could give?
Hang on a minute, guys.
All right.
Do you think you could give?
All right. We'll keep the crowd entertained.
Yeah, I have the chat open up. I'm really liking this new laptop.
What kind is it? Well, that other one, even Mater was saying that looked like a little notebook pad almost. It was so small.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a small laptop.
It
Yeah, because you jangling that thing around almost like an iPad. mine's a little heavier than that. Well, I got a HP. You know, it's one of the, I don't know, 17-inch or whatever.
This one's a 17-inch Sager. It's a gaming laptop.
Oh, you got all the bells and whistles and the extra RAM and all that in there.
Up 32 gig RAM. It's a RTX like 3060 or 3080. It's
I forget what kind of RAM's in this thing.
It's 11th gen i7 with a terabyte of NVMe solid state drive. It's ridiculous. And they're like, oh, here.
I think this one's a double core. It's got the Pentium Gold in it. In this one.
They're like, hey, thanks for being with the company.
Huh?
They're like, hey, here's a little incentive from your program. I'm like, huh? Do I have to turn this in? Like, oh no, that's yours to keep. I'm like,
huh? Oh, okay. The thing about the rain and the mud, it's fun on ATVs, but tomorrow I got to pressure wash the customers' ATVs. Like LOL. Yeah. You get to test them out. Yeah. After you fix them, yeah, you run the four-wheelers through the mud and all that. It's just like me and Johnny, you know. Oh, when I was working on zero turns over here, because there's not enough room at Johnny's shop to work on zero turns and stuff. We do mobile calls, house calls to work on this stuff. And anyway, when people bring me a riding mower to work on, well, guess what? I cut my grass, the neighbor's grass, and some of the other neighbor's grass. I don't cut their front yards. I leave that up to them. I just cut my yard and their two backyards, and then they worry about the front. Oh, yeah. They loved me when I was getting riding mowers and zero turns in to work on. That's right, Brandon. You gotta put them through the field trials, brother.
And then you
gotta test them. That's what I was doing. I was testing, make sure they ran right and cut right.
And then you rip up your yard. No, make mud cleaning the ATVs off. And then
with Brandon. Yeah, no, he goes outside the fence and does that.
And then your horse will just start tracking mud everywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of grass right there in that area that he shows a lot. There's not a lot of grass growing there.
I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, Bocce said, that's right. Every good mechanic does that. They test out.
One time it was very cool. And the other time I think it was like 80 degrees, but it was wintertime. Then I've been to Brandon's. Oh, every time I'm in Killeen, I'd make a point to stop and say hi.
There you go. Got to say hi to the buddies.
So I think I'll be passing through Killeen, coming back down on the 20th. So if Brandon's up to it, I might swing by.
Killeen? Wait a minute. Is that where... Brandon, where's Go Power Sports at? Is that in Killeen or Kellen or something like that?
I think that's Kellen.
Kellen, yeah. Well, that's not the company, Brandon. I don't think that's the company I used to deal with years ago when I was racing and getting my parts from. I don't think that's the company because their logo is not the same as the other logos. Mine were slanted when I get the catalogs in. That's way before computers were out. I mean, no, they had computers out, but that was before what we have now, 30 years ago. But I don't think that's the company because they don't even stock Margate carts or Wiseco pistons or anything like that. That's the company I was dealing with, and I don't even think they were out of Texas. That Go Power Sports.
You said Keller.
Huh? Yeah, Keller. Yeah, Brandon or Mater. A couple of nights ago, we were talking about sprint carts, racing carts, Margate carts, and stuff like that with the 5 horsepower Briggs and the little mini drag cars for the kids. And I used to build those engines, 5 horse, the 13.5, 5 something. That's the one that had the roller bearings in the sump, on the sump cover and on the PTO side. They had the roller bearings in there instead of aluminum bushing, what they call a bearing nowadays. But it's not a bearing; it's actually a polished part of the case itself. Yeah, we used to race them little Margate carts, sprint carts, years ago, and I was building up that I was dealing with. I had back then my Briggs and Stratton warehouse from my Briggs and Stratton ports was in New Orleans, and now my Briggs and Stratton, since I'm a dealer now, it's Power Industries, I think it is. They are out of me and Brandon's warehouse is out of Dallas, and when I order parts, we get them the next day.
How far are you from Dallas?
I'm in Southwest Louisiana, so I'm a good little ways from Dallas. But that's a 24-hour warehouse.
How far?
And as long as it's before 5 o'clock, I think it's 5 o'clock my time, Bayou time, which is Dallas's time. I call my time Bayou time, Central Daylight Time, Standard Time, whatever. If I order before 5, I'll get my parts the next day.
How far are you away from Houston?
I think I'm 3.5 hours from Houston, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, once I hit I-10, I am 80 miles to the Texas line.
There's in Shreveport, there's a Whataburger.
A Whataburger? Yeah, we have one down here. We have 2 Whataburgers down here in Lafayette. Oh, I love Whataburgers. Oh, what a burger. Yeah, I love them. That's some of the best hamburgers you're ever going to get. We have a little mom and pop place over here called Frosto's. I've got a video on it on my Cajun Coin Hunter channel. And, I'm showing the sign and all that. I pay for it. It's a burger, fry, Coke. $4.50. And
Wow.
That's cheap. That is cheap. Last time we went, it was a little more expensive than that. For 2 burgers and a Coke. I think something went haywire with that order because it was $10 for 2 burgers and a Coke. No, their burgers are $2.50 a piece just for a burger.
I got chicken.
But I've got a video on that. It's called The Best Kept Secret in Town.
I got a Chick-fil-A sandwich today. Like I can't cook while I'm traveling. I was gone for almost 2 weeks when I was doing my South America trips, and then now I'm gone for almost 3 weeks doing this. I'm eating out every day.
Well, yeah, you ain't got no choice. Brandon said, wasn't it Marlboro's before Power Distributing bought it? I know it was. Let me see if I can think of the name of the one that was in New Orleans. But my sales rep told me, yeah, they bought the one out in New Orleans. But they used to be the ones that would handle the Briggs and Stratton parts for the Briggs dealers. And now it's Power Distributors. And they got, I think it's 6 warehouses all across the United States. Either 6 or 7 warehouses. Like I said, the closest one to me and Brandon is Dallas, and you get your parts the next day. I forget what Corey told me that they bought out a bunch of places. But a lot of people think that we order from Briggs dealers order from Briggs and Stratton. No. It's a daughter company of Briggs and Stratton that we order from. Different name. We go through the power portal, like to look up your parts, your IPLs, and illustrated parts lists. And what I like about the power portal is you have to repower a 0-turn or a riding mower. You type in the model number of the mower itself, and they'll tell you what Briggs engine to put on it. And the Briggs engines that'll go on it is gonna have the same size shaft, crankshaft, to accept the PTO or the clutch or whatever it's running, plus the wiring harness. Now it'll tell you if you need a certain adapter for the wiring harness. If you're going from a Kohler to a Briggs, like for the ignition controls and all that, the alternator wires coming out from under the flywheel, they sell the little like plug and play. Just plug it in, plug this one into that, plug your harness from your mower into that. Just a little adapter that goes in. Some of them are wire adapters. You got to cut one wire off, put this one in place of it, or 2 wires and put this 1 wire in place. So. But yeah, I like being a Briggs dealer.
I wouldn't mind
incentives.
I wouldn't mind getting one of the big Briggs and making a generator and running it propane.
Oh, like the Generacs or big Generacs?
Yeah, one of the big ones.
Yeah, the Generacs, yeah. A buddy of mine that I used to run a crew for in plumbing and electrical, I'd do all the rough ends. He'd come behind me and do the trim. He used to do the Generac generators. He was a distributor here in town. And when he gave that up, Cirrus took it over. And automatic. Everything's automatic. The lights go out, your generator, it just gives so many seconds. Generator, your automatic power switch, boom, it senses it, and it will start your generator up. And either they run on natural gas or propane.
Yeah, I'll do propane.
Yeah, because you're probably out in the country where you don't have a natural gas service.
And propane is clean. And it's
natural gas. Well, propane is just natural gas with certain things taken out of it.
Propane is natural. Propane is the lab-made natural gas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they go through the crack plants, the cracking plants. Yeah, you get your natural gas coming in. You crack it down, you get your acetylene, all of that good stuff. And then once they crack all that down at the cracking plant, then you come out with a byproduct called coke.
Yep.
And they found a way to use coke for fuel. So
Yeah. Just give me
we got a lot of them cracking plants there in Lake Charles and Sulphur, Westport, Westlake, and all that. That's full of refineries and cracking plants over there.
Hey, Cajun, you know where the best place is to have a house out for put one of those backup generators close to?
Let me guess. Oil well, gas well.
Nope. How about the garbage dump?
Oh yeah, because they get the methane from it.
Yep. They got to siphon all that methane gas and everything off. So, yeah, I mean, every time you go by any kind of a garbage dump, you'll see that big old stack with that flame and everything. That's all that methane gas from everything coming off the garbage. I'm going, damn, there's a natural gas supply right there.
Yeah, it is. When I was in Tucson, Arizona, when I was a superintendent, we did a job for TEP, Tucson Electric Power.
Yeah.
And we had to be careful of where to dig out right there. This was after the MOB, Medical Office Building, I was superintendent of. I was the foreman on this other job for TEP. We had to watch out for the gas pipeline underneath because we wasn't far off where we were supposed to be digging.
Right.
And they had one of them landfills there. And all that methane that landfill produces, that was going down to an electrical plant not far, about 6 or 7 miles down the road. Yep. They had the pipeline running to that. So that electrical plant would use some of that methane gas instead of coal.
Yep. And one good thing about that is methane is a byproduct of the garbage and everything of all the waste and everything.
It's all natural.
It's all being deteriorated.
That's it.
Propane is easy to get. Easier. I mean, I can go to like down the road and like fill up a LPG thing of canned for like
5 we call them 5-gallon cans. They're 20-pound container. At Tractor Supply, I just filled one up not long ago. It was $13 to fill it up. It was dead crack-a-lacka empty.
Yep.
$13 to fill it up.
And it's probably cheaper to run a generator off of that than it is regular gas or diesel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically what we're talking about is like one of those, like Cajun was saying, like one of those 20-pound tanks like what you have for your gas grill.
Yeah. All you need to do is swap the carb out for a propane setup.
You can put it right on top of the carb, actually, I think.
There's a little bit more to it than that. A little bit more to it than that.
On the Briggs?
But yeah, propane's the best because it's cleaner burning and you ain't got to worry about your carb getting gummed up.
Nope. That's true.
When we were doing
I've seen videos out there. There's videos out there on YouTube where guys will take a generator with the stock carburetor and get it modified to run straight off of propane.
Yeah, that's what I was watching. I was watching one of those. Even in off-roading, we have some old carb Jeeps that people throw a propane bottle on top of, and then when they're done, they're like, "Oh, it's going back to regular gas," just because propane's clean and it runs upside down.
Yep. And the thing about it is, both our forklifts that we have at work, they both run on propane.
Yep. And you hardly have to do any engine service on them at all.
Nope. And I'll change the oil on them. And, I mean, the oil is coming out almost
clean.
as clean as when it went in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got
We-
some black in it, but it almost looks like brand new oil.
Uh-huh. We were doing a big carpentry job out at Lake Arthur Hunting Club out of Mallard Bay. Now this is way out in the marsh, in the middle of a huge, on one end in the middle of a huge lake, Grand Lake. And it's right below Gueydan, Louisiana, Lake Arthur, Louisiana.
Right.
And we were, the hunting club, the lodge and all that, everything was using natural gas from a platform that ran through the property. So they were getting the natural gas free.
Yep.
To run their stoves, their hot water heaters. It was natural gas.
Yep.
Well, the platform in the Gulf shut down, so they converted over to propane. So we had to go out there and build all the docks, the walkways over the water and stuff. And we put a 1,000-gallon tank in a 19-foot. It's something like a Boston whaler. It's an unsinkable boat. It was a
Right.
Carolina skiff. And we put a 60 Tohatsu on the back of it. And that 1,000-gallon tank would stay tied up to the dock. Now we had a 250-gallon tank that was the spare. But when the 1,000-gallon tank would run out, we just shut off a valve, undo the hose from the 1,000-gallon tank, bring it into town at Talon's Landing, not in town, but at Talon's Landing. The truck would meet us there, fill that propane bottle, that 1,000-gallon up. We take it back across the lake, Mallard Bay, tie it back up, and then shut the valve off to the other one. Well, you could actually integrate it. You put the hose on one, and then you close the valve on one, and open the other one at the same time. No problem. But we have to change all the hot water heaters out. And they're all tankless propane hot water heaters. Hot water on demand, and you never run out.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be shutting this down here in about 15 minutes or so because it being a school night and everything, it's almost 11. So that's about the time I want to get this thing all shut down because that way I can be able to get in and get ready for bed and get up at 6:30 in the morning. That way at least I get a little bit of sleep.
You got me looking at propane conversions for generators now.
Yeah, that's what we had to do. We had to change everything from natural gas to propane. Even the restaurant stoves we had in the hunting lodge, in the main kitchen and dining room area, all those jets had to be changed out from natural gas to propane.
Yep, because the jets are different. You can run them on the same jets, but the performance will not be there like natural gas.
And you're going to get a lot of smoke in your house.
Yep.
Or whatever coming from. You're going to get a lot of smoke. Yep. It's going to burn orange and yellow with very little blue flame. Natural gas jets are a lot smaller. I mean, propane jets are a lot smaller than natural gas jets.
Yep. Hey, Stephen, you take it easy.
I think I said that right.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the jets between natural gas and propane
totally
are different. Yeah.
Good to know.
See, natural gas goes in pounds, I think, and propane goes in ounces. Yeah, so the jets are smaller on propane, I want to say. I forgot. I've got a propane stove. And, okay, like say if you have a generator, one of them big generators, like Jamie was talking about, and if you have natural gas service on your property, you have to go with natural gas. The city or the county is going to make you do it, okay? Like me, I can't have a propane tank outside of my house to run my stove or my hot water heater. I can't have that. I have to go with city, the natural gas part from the city.
Yep.
Because that's who we
That's
buy it
what-
from here is the city. They
Yeah.
buy it from whoever has the lines. They buy it from them and then charge us a little bit more. Hello.
Yeah. Steven, yeah, I'll be going on Ed's stream tomorrow. Matter of fact, he was on the stream earlier on panel, and he will be, the Three Toogles will be on tomorrow. Like I was telling him, I've got another live stream that on Tuesdays, it starts at 7:30 and runs till about 8:30. It's dealing with all the biker news and information I try to keep up with. So as soon as that one is done, so probably about 8:30, 8:35, something like that, I'll be joining Ed's tomorrow.
I should be available.
Yep.
Depends on when. I don't think this conference is going to go past 1 o'clock tomorrow. To be honest.
All right. Well, I know I'm hoping that the two people that didn't show up for work today will be there tomorrow, because there's things that I still got to get fixed as far as maintenance wise that has been have to be put on the back burner because I've had to do other things.
Yeah, and last week when I was up on their panel, there was one or two people that didn't show up, so they were kind of glad to see me.
Dale wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah, Dale wasn't there, and Jehu had some errands to go run, and that's why he was actually kind of running behind.
Yeah.
I know some of the stream he was actually doing it from his phone. I think it was at the Home Depot parking lot.
Yeah.
And
we had a
then-
pretty good time. We was talking about engines and this and that and the other, and they were
Oh
like,
yeah. But yeah, I'll show up tomorrow on his stream. Like I said, it'll be about 8:30, 8:35, depends upon how long Popeye wants to rant and rave tomorrow. Depends upon what we're all going to be talking about. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of crap going on, and this is all dealing with Leos right now and how bikers are being treated.
oh yeah, you told me that story last night. Yeah, that's. I hope y'all get that straightened out.
That's
Yeah. Yeah. Did I tell you about what's going on, Jamie?
a little
With
bit.
okay, we got a 24-year Army veteran. Okay, he's been given the Bronze Star, Silver Star, Purple Heart. Been sent over to Afghanistan, Iraq. Highly decorated. Okay.
Silver Star.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is all down in Milam County. Okay. This happened
Milam County, down by
Yep.
Toledo Bend.
I'm not too sure where at, but
Because
I
they
know
have Milam, Texas is right there, on the Texas side of Toledo Bend, that
Right.
town of Milam. So I'm figuring it's Milam County.
Yeah. Let's just say that he got pulled over for doing 7 miles over the posted speed limit. Okay.
And he went to jail, right?
He wasn't going to jail, but it wasn't for the speeding. It's the simple fact is, okay, he, it was all because of the colors. It was on his vest and what motorcycle club he belonged to. He had his CHL license with him, okay? And yeah, he was carrying, okay? So he produced that license. Told the officer, yeah, I've got a concealed gun with me, okay? The cop, right then and there, decided to make his CHL null and void, which the cop can't even do by Texas law, for one thing. And then he winds up arresting him for illegally carrying a concealed firearm. Did not even give him a ticket for the speeding, which is what he pulled him over for in the first place. He's been fighting it for about a year and a half now. And the thing that really pisses me off is the judge is not wanting the defense to allow evidence that would exonerate him from all this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the judge is going, I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about, oh, well, he got his CHL. I don't want to hear about that. That's the judge.
Yeah, well, he should be.
He still should
listening.
have to pay for that fine.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, according to the law here in Texas, okay, a Leo, what they would have to, okay, so yeah, say I got pulled over and I tell them, okay, yeah, I'm carrying, here's my license, okay. What they are supposed to do is they are supposed to write a letter to the DPS, who's the ones that issue it. He's supposed to write a letter to them saying, here's the reason why his license should be null and void. Okay? Then the DPS look into the investigation. They are the ones that are supposed to make that decision and send a letter, say to me, okay, because of these circumstances, we are going to make your CHL null and void. The police officer right then and there cannot make that decision. It's not his decision to make. And that's the thing that the judge is not wanting to listen to.
Well, based off what you said, I mean, they have the whole case is like erroneous.
Yeah.
Good. So.
Right.
Kangaroo
And like
court.
I said, right. And like I said, but here's the bad part. Like I said, the judge is not wanting to hear any of that stuff by the defense. He's basically throwing anything that the defense is wanting to bring up. The judge is wanting to throw it out, not even want to have it brought up and put into court.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like I said, he was pulled over for doing 7 miles over the posted speed limit, but was never given a ticket for that.
Usually they don't mess with you for 5 to 8 or 9 miles. Usually if you're doing 8 or 9 miles or 10 miles over the speed limit,
Right.
that's when they start messing with you. 10 miles over, 9
Right.
miles over.
Right. I mean, it depends upon the city and how the cops are. But, I mean, out in Weatherford, okay, we had the sheriff. Okay, there was a biker. He was out riding about, pulled into a gas station. He went inside to prepay for the gas and get some snacks and drinks. He comes out. There's a sheriff there, okay? The sheriff had already run his tag, addressed him by his name, and told him right then there, before he even got his gas, he says, I'm going to find something to arrest you for.
Dang.
I mean, this was the sheriff. So, I mean, the guy had not broken any laws or anything and said, I'm going to find something to arrest you for. The guy literally, he got his gas, put everything away, left the gas station. Sheriff follows him. About 1/4 mile up the road, the guy gets worried. He does a U-turn, goes back to the same gas station. He gets lit up, okay? He gets arrested for failure to use a turn signal.
That sounds like Hardin County. Hardin County is known for that. And that's in the Silsbee area, Beaumont, north of Beaumont, Silsbee, Coon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hardin County is known for that crap.
Right.
Sounds like Lumberton.
Right. Okay. But Cajun, here's this, okay? If you're driving down the road in your Jeep, okay, or Jamie, you're in your Jeep, okay, and you make a turn, you don't put on your turn signal, cop pulls you over, they're just going to write you a ticket and let you be on your way.
Yeah, not
Okay.
go to jail for it, not
Right.
being arrested.
But here in Texas, you can be arrested for a minor traffic violation, no matter if you're in a car, truck, RV, or a motorcycle. If you're on a motorized vehicle going down the road and you have a minor traffic violation, you can be arrested and your vehicle impounded. But do they do that for everybody? No. Do they do that for motorcycles? Yeah, they will. They try to find a way to arrest the person that's riding the motorcycle.
Yeah, I want to see them pull over a biker that's a lawyer. You know, because you got a lot of lawyers that ride in clubs.
Yep.
Doctors.
Yep.
Okay. And
We're an off duty.
whatever, you know, big names, you know, people that make 100,000, 200,000 a year.
We're an off
Not just doctors and lawyers, but I want to see him pull over a lawyer one day and him get arrested, and the lawyer not tell him he's actually a lawyer. You know, but, you know, let the lawyer go to jail. Let the cop, the DPS, they call them DPSs over there instead of state troopers, I think.
Yeah.
And like when he's in jail, hey, I want a lawyer. Oh, you can't have one. Why? Well, we'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Their behinds are fried.
Oh yeah.
So what about an off-duty Fed? If the cop pulls over and does that shit too.
That would be. I've seen them. I've seen a
That would
video
be a
where.
bad day.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen other videos out there where they pull a guy over on a bike and they literally threaten to arrest him, take him to jail for not allowing them to take photographs of his tattoos. They don't care about wanting to issue a citation for what they pulled him over for. They want photographic documentation of his tattoos for a gang database.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Identification. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if
Like
you don't
that.
have tattoos like me? I don't have any tattoos.
They would still want to take pictures and still want to detain you. They still want to come up with some kind of BS reason, plain and simple.
Yeah. And with her, since she ain't got no tattoos, well, they might want to do a invasive cavity search. That would be bad on their part.
Oh yeah.
Then they would figure out who I really am.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull out the credentials.
But like I said, it's with everything that's going on, here in Texas, and I've heard about other stories from other bikers. I mean, I was at a benefit. It's probably about 15 minutes away from here at a barbecue place. And I heard about 7 bikers that were pulled over by the highway patrol for no particular reason, just to harass them.
I've been pulled over to be complimented on my Jeep before.
Really?
Yeah. It was actually in Kerrville.
Well, I do know that we're supposed to be in Kerrville on the 24th going to look at the cross.
Just do not eat an IHOP there. It is horrible.
Is it? All right, I'll pass that word on.
What
Go
else?
to Waffle House instead.
Yeah, I do a Waffle House.
No, Chicken Express and Comfort. That's where it's at.
Oh, that's
I'm
what made
still
her
trying
went
to talk-
today.
Well, I'm still trying to talk to guys into wanting to go to the Alamo Springs Cafe right outside of Fredericksburg.
I've never been.
They
I
have
don't
some
know.
good burgers.
I don't know if Evelyn's Cafe is still on the south side of Silsbee or not, but many moons ago, I've got family that lives in Silsbee. So I used to go visit every now and then. And when I had my radio shop over in Grossette, Louisiana by Baton Rouge, my cousin came and stayed with me for a little while. He needed a job and, yada, yada. So we'd go visit family and we'd go to Evelyn's Cafe. The best chicken fried steak dinners you ever wanted. Homemade, and everybody calls it Mama Evelyn. Homemade white gravy. Homemade white gravy.
Yep.
And her Western omelets for breakfast. After everybody go, parties at the bar, and the bars close at 3 in the morning or whatever, 2 in the morning, everybody would hit Evelyn's Cafe.
Yep.
Oh boy, the best Western omelets you want, and chicken fried steak dinners. Good God.
Have you ever been to Hard Eight Barbecue, Mater?
To where?
Hard Eight Barbecue?
Nope, never heard of that one.
It's famous up here. It's called Hard Eight.
Huh.
Hard
So
Eight.
it's up in Dallas?
Yeah. There's a few
I try to
locations.
stay the hell out of Dallas as much as I can. Too damn many crazy drivers up there.
It's busy. That's for
Yeah.
sure. It's busy. Like the parking garage, like my Jeep barely fits the height.
Yeah.
I post
mean,
on Instagram.
Hey, Jamie, try driving LBJ over by Town East Mall.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. It's like I'm staying away from that place. It's
There's
like
a lot
there's
of-
certain areas like
There's a lot of clutching. Stop and go, clutch. Stop, go, clutch.
Yep. Oh yeah, I know all about that. And I mean, okay, with you, it's gonna be your left leg. With me, it's gonna be my left hand.
Oh,
And on top of that, that bike is air cooled. So think about where all the heat's gonna go in stop and go traffic.
right on you.
Yeah, especially with the exhaust being right there by my right leg. I'm cooked.
I have no so I figured that out. Like I had no transmission tunnel cover. And I was going over there to the mall. And like all the heat was like coming right through the transmission tunnel cover. I'm like, I'm still in my work clothes. What am I doing here?
Yep. But yeah, I mean, if I can avoid it, as far as being in the Dallas, now Fort Worth is different, but Dallas traffic, I mean, they're going to try to run over you no matter what. I mean, I've been up on Stemmons, and I think the speed limit's like 70 through there. I've had a Dallas cop go fly by me doing about 85, 90, no lights on.
Hey, you were
Yeah.
talking about Weatherford earlier. You talking
Yeah.
about the Weatherford that I think there's a Flying J truck stop there off of I-20 on the other side of Fort Worth?
Yeah, that's Weatherford out there.
Yeah, west of Worth, I-20.
Yep.
Bridgeport?
No,
No,
Weatherford. Weatherford. They got I think there's a Flying J truck stop right there. I got a friend of mine that's a Texas Ranger that lives in Weatherford. And the cat's from where I'm from, down at Maurice, Louisiana.
Now, Texas Ranger, they were like the highest Leo, and there's not many of them around either.
Yeah. When we did that big crawfish boil, when we boiled that 2,000 pounds, 1,800 pounds or whatever at Mom's place for that biker rally in Longview,
Right.
Kat met me over there, and she got stopped by a state trooper for, I think she was doing like 80 or 85 and a 70. And says, "Can I see your driver's license?" She opened up her wallet, and there was that Texas Ranger badge. Well, oh, sorry about that. Just kind of keep it below 80 if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never try to use my creds as.
Well, no, he wanted to see your driver's license, and there it was, on that part. Cat had to open it up and to take it out, and guess what? that star was right there.
Yep.
It's not like Cat was, making it real visible, like in front of its face,
Right.
But if he'd have ran the plate like he should have, he would have known that.
Yeah.
Speaking of cops, there's one that's either a cop or that's a trail
Probably security.
vehicle. No, it's down on the highway.
Ah.
So I have the hotel room, kind of. This laptop's a little bit bigger to maneuver.
Get you one of them virtual cameras, and then click on that camera, and it's a virtual camera. You can link up to your StreamYard, and boom, then you can take that, and instead of moving the laptop around like Mater does.
Well, I mean, for me, I just use the camera that. See, I'm not even using the camera. It's on the laptop. This camera up here.
Yeah, that's your remote camera.
I went over to Best Buy.
Right.
It just goes into the USB port.
Right.
Now,
But you can use a phone as a virtual camera, or whatever you want to use. Well, it's like me with my webcam. That's what I move around, to show like the containers and stuff like that, the porch bins.
all right, so here is the
We're gonna be famous or arrested.
that's the laptop.
Yep.
That work gave me. Now I'm gonna delete this.
But yeah, like I said, that's going back. Like I said, as far as tomorrow, yeah. Like I said, I try to keep up with everything that's going on. I mean, if you have,
this is how good
I
people
can even
park
look.
in Dallas. This is how good people park in Dallas.
Yep, I believe it.
Damn! Look at the tires on that thing.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
redneck to this hotel.
I'm on a Jeep forum, a Liberty forum, and I had a question about my Jeep one time. I think it was the ignition switch that I had problems with. But anyway, they were like, "Man, them Liberties are monsters. Once you put the right tires on them, they are animals."
Look up Tom Mudd, TOMMUDD KJ. He's got a good Liberty setup.
I want to say that's what I was on or whatever at that one time.
And Jeepin' by Al has a lot of Liberty suspension components.
Yeah, there's a couple of
There's also an orange one that's got
big,
solid axles on it.
there's a couple of big communities, Liberty communities on the forums and stuff.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
Well, if you're in the Jeep family, then hey, you automatically got friends.
Yeah. Hey guys, well I've let this thing go a little bit longer than I was wanting to. I was wanting to get it shut down about 11, but it's already like going a quarter after. Hey, Cajun, Jamie, I appreciate y'all coming up on panel tonight. It's always good to see you. Jamie, you've got my number and everything, so
Yeah, I'm here for a few more days.
yeah, well, like I said, holler at me. Now I'll say, weekends are the best time. Hey, what plans do you have for say Friday or Saturday night?
Friday night might work. Saturday won't. Saturday and Sunday, I'm actually flying home to see the kids.
Okay.
And then I fly back into Dallas on Monday.
Well, what say? Okay, so you don't have anything planned for Friday night?
No, not that I know of.
Hey,
I
you gotta come on down because I got something special planned for Friday night. You gotta come on down and go with Crystal and I.
What you doing Friday night?
Gonna take her out to the local dirt track.
Oh, racing.
Yeah, they got the 305 sprint car is gonna be running.
And that's what? That's what, 50 miles?
For what? From where you're at down here?
Yeah.
I think maps will say it's like 48 miles.
How far is the dirt track?
From my house to the dirt track's about another about 4.5, 5 miles.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not that far. And I think it's, hey, you show up, it'll be my treat. I'll get you in, which, I mean, it's not much. But, Crystal's never been. And I've been out there several times. Of course, that's the track I used to race at.
I haven't been on a dirt track in 20 years.
Okay. I haven't been on
25 or 25 for me.
And I was in the pits for the sprint cars at Lincoln Speedway in Pennsylvania. And I shocked everybody when I was like pointing. Well, no, I used to go as a kid at the pits, and I was like pointing all this stuff and talking about carburetors and engines and fuel, and they're like, "What in the world is this little girl doing?"
Yep. Well, like I said, they're going to start, I believe on Friday nights they start at, I think 8 o'clock. So, hey, you'll have plenty of time, to be able to get down here if you want.
Friday, yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
8 o'clock. Probably leave here, 7? 6:30.
I'd say 6:30.
I have to fight the Dallas traffic because I have to drive through Dallas.
All you got to do is get over to Central and take that all the way south because that turns into 45.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But, like I said, they're going to be running, it's a 2-night special because Saturday night they're going to be having the non-wing American Sprint Car Series out there.
So like the mini cars or the mini, whatever they call them.
No, it's just another sprint car, but it's the step up over a 305.
It's not the 358s or the 410s.
No, it's not the Outlaws, but they will be. The ASCS is the 360 class.
Okay.
But they're running those on Saturday night.
That would be interesting. How big is the track?
It's quarter mile.
Okay.
And it's a big quarter mile. I think the way they measured it was quarter mile on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a big track. I mean, I've been to a couple of others that say they're quarter mile, and I've actually done the Google map search and everything, and it shows, the above view. And yeah, you can definitely tell that Big O out here is bigger than some of the others. They're quarter mile. But hey, Jamie, like I said, you get too bored Friday, holler at me. I'll be home because I'll be getting off work at 5, and by the time I get home from going to the bank with my check and everything, and usually about 5:30, I'm home. So I'll be grabbing me something to eat and getting ready.
I'm thinking of the midgets. I'm thinking of the midgets.
Now this is bigger than a midget.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I had to giggle on that one. When you said you get off at 5 and then, go cash your check and all that. Then you said at 5:30. I mean, in a nanosecond, I thought he was going to say at 5:30, $800 went down to $50 because of the bills.
No, not quite. Nah, not quite.
That's funny there. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Yeah. Hey, you're Cajun. You're not the Campbell guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be fun to go out there. I mean, like I said, I've been wanting to take Crystal out there. So yeah, I mean, we can, we can either meet over here at my house, or we can meet somewhere else, and you can follow me out there. That's up to you.
Yeah.
When me and Mrs. got some spare money, I need to take her out and do something. We went to Lakeview Park a while back, but that was for the band,
Right.
I mean, we didn't have to pay to get in or nothing like that and everything. And then August 21st, August 21st is when the band plays next time over there.
All right.
And I'm on the hunt for a singer. We
Don't
need
look
a
at me.
singer. Country singer.
Like I said, don't look at me.
For country music. And I said, well, I know a guy, I'm going to get a hold of him. I know a couple of guys. I said, Chauncey Guillory is one. His dad was real famous, Clint West. I know everybody's heard of Clint West, or a couple of his songs. Big Diamonds, Big Blue Diamonds, Big Diamonds, Big Blue Diamonds. Anyway, he passed away a while back. Well, I'm friends with his son. And if he's not doing anything, well, I can get him to join the band. Or Bobcat Domingue down in Delcombe, Louisiana, Erat, Louisiana. He's a country singer. Matt wants another singer in the band that knows a lot of country songs.
Right.
Instead of the old rock and roll stuff, mix it around a bit.
Yeah. But anyways, like I said, I need to get this shut down. That way I can get in there and get ready for bed. Because like I said, 6:30, it's going to roll around earlier than I want to.
Yeah.
Of course, Crystal, she's kind of, she hears the alarm going off. She's over there nudging me to get out of bed and everything. I tell her, hush, I ain't had my morning coffee yet.
I hear you.
All right. Well, it was nice being on here, and thanks for the invite. I know it's kind of the spur of the moment that I get to come on and participate in any live stream, let alone anything YouTube related.
Yeah. Well, like I tell you, Jamie, anytime I'm on, hey, you're more than welcome to pop in. I don't mind. I love having you on.
I like coming on here too. Sometimes.
And Cajun, like having you on here too. So.
Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, I appreciate you
All right.
having me up.
No problem.
Then we had our power outage, so oh
Yeah.
well. That's life. See, love
Can't
you.
help that. I know. Hey, Scott. Hey, appreciate you being here. I know Brandon. I think he's already bounced out. I don't know who else is watching, but I appreciate everybody, in the chat and everything. Shell's probably still watching. And but anyways, hey, I appreciate everybody, especially having Cajun and Jamie. And of course, I had the old tech guy on earlier. So,
Oh, was he on earlier?
yeah, yep. Yeah, I sent him a message and he popped in. We were talking computers, and he showed me a couple of areas I can go through as far as getting the computer for like what I want to do for doing YouTube stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So.
All right. Well, I'll do my outro. Jamie, you want to say bye to everybody?
Yeah, like I said, I know my YouTube channel's kind of, work, but I still participate in the community when practical with me. I'm on Instagram. Thanks for having me. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting and subscribing. I know even though my content is kind of not existent, but I'll be around.
Yeah. Hey, check me out on Instagram, Jamie.
I think I already
got on there. I'm finally on Instagram.
I think I already follow you on Instagram.
All right.
I think so. I'll look at it. I know
All
I
right.
messaged you through like Messenger and stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take care. I know I follow Cajun Coin Hunter. I know I follow
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't hardly go on Instagram. It's kind of hard to navigate, but because I don't put pictures up or nothing, So. All right, everybody. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later.
Yep. And I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. Y'all have a good, blessed evening. And hopefully Wednesday evening, I'll see y'all then. Till then, take care.
Take care, everyone.
Doo-doo.